There, you can just let's see that. So I put it down. You're first. I was here first. I think I got a new way to determine a winner on a giveaway, right? Over here we got the scope, and how about we give instead of guessing the date, we guess a coin, and we take this coin that's under there because that's a coin there. And what if we you know, started way in and zoomed out, and then I have you want to do a test? You know, see who can guess the coin first. You know, we're not going to give it away, but I'm thinking this would make a good way to, you know, have a contest. Can you guess the coin? Now I got to focus every time I zoom out. Quarter. No, not a quarter. Oh wait, I can't give any hints. I'm zooming way out. Still nothing. Won't be long now. Dime. No, 3 cent. What is it? Hi Rachel, how are you? I'm playing around. I got some catching up to do. Ike. There you go. That's what it is. That's that 73S. It was under there from the other day. Yeah. Geez, I got some mail in. Did you see this? Look at this. When I get mail, I mean I get mail. We got some freaking mail here. We got mail like you never look at this. I gotta go through all that shit. This is why I say it's never done. It's just so much work around it. These are freaking full. Well, not all of them, but mostly full. There you go. I gotta get through these. See what there is. Take pictures. Get them out of here. There you go. Dimes, nickels. There's a few pennies. A couple of quarters. Mostly dimes and nickels. There you go. That's a light one. What's that one back there? Okay. Yeah, good. That's plenty. That'll keep me busy. That's like a couple of rolls of pennies. Yeah. But we got another one over here that came in. Eric, Blues Coin's in here. He needs to be here. And look for CJ too. Like, we got to work on this. Okay. I want to get these. I was about to look at those too. Let's make some room. These got to go. Eric Bartholomew. It's Blues Coins. He sent some stuff in for the big show. And, well, normally people send these little boxes, right? You know, a little priority mail, small, flat rate box. They're handy. Did I buy them all? No, I stole them. There was a guy, he had dropped his car keys, you know, at a coin show. He wasn't paying attention, so I just snatched him and ran. Yep. And big fat guys at the coin show, you can get all kinds of stuff from them. What are they going to attack? What do you, chase you? They'll have a heart attack first. So this is what Blues Coin sent. A freaking medium box. And it's got some meat in there. So, let's open it. Well, he got the address right. Is that Delaware? Tuttle. No. Let's see what we got. These are a lot easier to open than those little boxes. Yeah, I go through a dozen razor blades a year just wearing them out. All right, what do we got? Heck, we got a sale. We got a sale. At the railroad yard, look at this. We got some good sucker rod here. What do we got here? Some brace. We got galvanized 8-foot posts. Oh, steel studs. Yeah, no trusses. Jeez. Need some trusses. Want to buy a truck? Okay, that's all right. All right, let's see what we got. More. You get the whole newspaper in here, I think. And if you unpack these things, you got to watch it sometimes. People wrap them up in the weirdest ways. They can wrap it in newspaper, and you're throwing good stuff away. gosh, what we got here? We got a note. We got a big note. Okay, thanks Ken for everything you do for the coin community. Blues Coins, aka Eric. Okay, what do we got here? We got a rolling nickel somewhere. We got 4 sets of 17D and 18D pennies, a 1 ounce silver round, head and tail comet coin. Oh, there's neat. What do we got here? Can't show you an address. Look at this stuff. Oh, you can't see it. All right. We got this. I don't know. Good things come in little packages. That must have come from Lemonhead at some point. Reduce, reuse, recycle. I actually send some people their stuff back in the original package that they sent me stuff in. I do it to Mantic all the time. This is heavy. Yeah, we'll set that right here. And, oh, look what he sent. Look, 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 look! It's a 464-page full-color United States 2019 Red Book. There it is. Oh, yeah, that's going to be nice. What else we got? Oh, and that's all we got. But look, I got a new box. Man, those are handy, those things. You can just order them from the post office. Okay, NGC Proof 68 dime. An NGC Proof 68 dime, 59 and a 58. 2007 Proof set. 2009, 19, oh, red, look at this. And a group of 2x2s. Okay, here we go. Look at it, it's brand new. These are like 20 bucks. What's the price on that? $15.95 brand new. There we go. 22 bucks in Canada. Of course, they use that Canadian money, which isn't really money. There we go. You can't base your entire industry on tungsten. Full color. Here you go. Colonial issues, post-colonial issues, post-post-colonial issues, contract issues, patterns. Oh, you got to get into pattern collecting. And they make these coins, you know, they're just trying out stuff. They're going to see, well, you know, let's make one and see if it's going to work. And some of these patterns, I mean, they're tens of thousands. There you go. What do you got here? I want to get a couple of pattern 2 centers, you know, with the George Washington on it. Yeah, those are slick. Here's half cents, large cents. Now, what I say about the prices, you can compare the prices of this book to an old one, and for a lot of the, you know, common circulated dates, common dates, circulated grades, the prices haven't fluctuated too much. So the dates, the prices are pretty good for a while. Mind you, they're already 20% over market, because that's the way they do it. And they only update it once a year, you know, 2019. But the information is really good. You can find stuff out. There's a diagnostic images. Here you go. 1969 double die, 70S small date, large date, that sort of thing. It's pretty handy. I mean, get one of these and let it become the fiber of your very existence. Look, here's some nickels. What's that? I can't see what that is. Draped bust dimes, seated dimes. These are gorgeous things. It's going to be a draped bust quarter dollars, half dollars, more half dollars, seated dollars, silver and related dollars. We can take a few more pages here. Quarter eagles, gold. Get the gold, really. Wheats are nice. I like wheats, but get yourself a gold. I've had 2 gold coins in my life, and they're both, you know, $2.50 quarter eagles. They look like this. That's half. They were just these little things, the size of a dime. There you go. Half. I'll go back a little more. That's 3s. Here you go, Matt. I've had a couple of these. Okay. I love these. You got to get into the commemorative half dollars. Lots of, you could do, you know, what do they got, 50 of them? You could do 50 good quality shows just talking about each commemorative half dollar. I mean, who is this Vancouver guy? Right? Here he is. There's Vancouver. You got 2 guys on the sesquicentennial, right? George Washington and Calvin Coolidge. That's the first time a sitting president was on a coin. He was the first living person on a U.S. coin, you know, to be alive when it was issued. The second one, I think, was Nolan Ryan, the baseball player. We've probably got a picture of that. Let's find it. Modern commemoratives. Here we go. We'll find them. Now you get the, I think it's the Topps baseball card, right, of Nolan Ryan pitching. And you look at this picture, the folds of the shirt, that is Nolan Ryan right there. No fooling. Okay, some of these are just glorious. This is the ugliest coin ever produced by any country at any time. You could take a Susan B. Anthony dollar and pound it with a hammer, right? And it would look better than this hideous thing. This was all politics. That's nothing but the Kennedy legacy trying to live on. That was their dying breath right there. Tom, who's this? Louis Braille? Somewhere here. Look, it's in Braille. Isn't that neat? I think they do it on the edge. Okay, Ike. He's on all kinds of stuff. Oh, here they are. Here we go. Here's these girls. You get Marcia, Jan, and Cindy. Oh, the other way around. Yep. Proof sets, mint sets. There's a scant bit of information in here on Saturns. Oh, wow. Yeah, we're going to give this away. We'll make that a special day when we get a certain number of donations to the big show. Then we'll put that in, or a certain amount, or both. What's this? I want to know what this is, because it's gift wrapped with Bounty. There was a bar back in Bangor, Maine called the Bounty. It was, you know, just a meat market. We call it the Mount Me. Oh, I see what he says. It's a painted, colorized, what's the date? 2000 Eagle. Da-da-da. Those are really slick. Wow, we can't even try to focus. There it is. It's an eagle, colorized. They got this one woman with a paintbrush, and she's really good at it. She just gets right in there. There's a video going around Facebook about this girl who paints coins. Yeah, these are pretty looking good things. They're still silver, but they've been altered. But just paint. That ain't too bad. Collectible? Absolutely. These are gorgeous things. Do you have a giveaway today? Not today. I'm just not ready. Every now and then I have a giveaway in the middle of the day for no doubt. Just jump up and give it away and call it good and be done. Get in, get out. But you're going to find Sundays every week. Starts at 9:30. We have the big show. Frank Waddell won it this week. And he had ordered some stuff, and I meant to put it in. Well, I got he wanted some flips. I put those in. What you got here? People do too. I don't know. Let's see. So I was going to throw those in, but, well, I missed the loose coins. Dummy. Okay, let's get rid of Ike over here. See what this is. Scope. Okay, it's upside down. What you got here? 2 kids breaking out of an egg. Oh, this is a strange one. What is it? People do too. Must be something on the other side. Who aren't chicken? Heads? I bet you that's a chicken on the other side. Oh, look at. I can't put this up on live TV. Tails. That's a comic coin number 4. Oh God, I can't. We're gonna have to do it like late at night. Yeah. That's a dirty penny. Yep, that's an egg. Okay. Alright, let's put the head away for a while. Any kids out there? Blues, what are you doing to me? Okay, that's heavy. We'll save that for last. Just because I'm too tired. I got my bacon shirt on. This must have come from Penny, from Lemon. Oh, Ricer's here, Mantic's here. Is that it? Okay. We got a bunch of pennies. Oh, good. Ow. Let's see what we got. Boom. Hello. Wait a minute. Computer's wigging out here. There. Unwigging. We got a 1957D with a die chip, and that's a shiner. Yeah, we ain't going to be able to do this. Let's focus on something dark, huh? Come on. Alright, let's try that one out. 57D. Okay, maybe it'll come up. And 1982 small date, which is looking pretty darn sharp. A 1974 D. These would be perfect to go in with the our next Coin Jeopardy. You got a rim card, a 70S, and that's a large date. 57D with a die chip, another one. Ooh, Indian. Ding ding. We'll have a look. And a 1930 with a card. Oh good, I gotta take some pictures of cards. Alright, ready? Let's have a look. Here's that 30 with a card. And we're gonna find it. That's the trouble with these Mylar. You can't see a darn thing. That's not it. That's damage. I'm not seeing it right off. Okay, we'll get a look at that another time when we can see it. 1904 Indian. There she is. Yeah, that'll be a good giveaway. That's the kind of thing we do. You got to get the coins in. You got to take a look at them, inventory them, make sure they're labeled right, marked right, in their good right package. Get the staples figured out. If they're in an unsuitable package, take care of that. There's a 1970S, and that's a large date. The fastest way to tell is look at that 9. Let me get some Play-Doh. And it's going to have to be yellow because I dropped my blue. It's going to have to be blue. I don't know. It's whatever color's in here. Yo, it's going to be blue. The fastest way to tell on these 1970s, it's going to be S, right? On 70D, there's no such thing as large or small date. 70, no such thing as large or small date. It's only on the 1970S. Alright, let's roll some Play-Doh. Home. Okay, that might have to get out of, that's probably gonna, that'll hit the floor in seconds. Let me do this. Yeah, I cleaned up the desk the other day, but you know that the box, I put stuff up on the box, well, that came down just before the show, so I gotta straighten that out again. Yeah, that's something I'll do this week, I'm sure. Yeah, I've been in my 70s. Hi, Weasel. Weasel's here. We get the Play-Doh out. Okay. The easiest way to diagnose a 1970 small date versus large date is to look at that 9. Okay. Here it is. There's your 9 on the date. And it's close enough. It ain't going to be perfect. And I'll put this over here so you can see. There it is. There's the 9. That's what you got to look at. We'll zoom in so we can see it easy. Okay, low is large. Now first off, you can look at the height of the 7, and that's why I invented this thing. Remember that? It's got a hair on it. So we can draw a line. That's it, just a piece of tape. Well, 2 pieces of tape. I took a flip and cut it out, put a piece of hair across there, which be a while. This has to last a while. Of course, I haven't seen the cat though. But I can take that hair and look, I've got a fine line that I can put across that date. What a handy tool this is. Just like that. So if your 7 is low, that's one thing. There's the hair. Focus, please. There you go. So the 7 will be a little lower than a line drawn from the 9 to the 0. Plus the hair is not exactly straight. But you got to look at what direction that 9 points at. I'll use the other side. I put a handle on it. Pretty handy. If the 9 points low, it points down here, that's low. That's a large date. If it points almost to the right, that'll be a small date. And the 7 will be a little bit higher and not quite as long. Okay, Play-Doh, Play-Doh. There it is. That's low. It points down to 5 o'clock, right? The small date, that's tight. And it's got a point. It's got a chisel tip. Well, this is a terrible. This is just a sloppy 9. I'm not ready. There you go. But your small date, that 9 points at 3 o'clock. Straight that way. Large is low. Real simple. People be staring at that 7 thinking, is it, look at the 9. It's right there. It's easy. You can pick it up. There, look, large, done. And some other stuff like, kind of a soft strike on the Liberty and the other stuff. There it is. Well, that's a good looking piece. What are those die chips? Let's look at that. What's the 74? 74 P, D, and S all have a large and a small date. And you see how fat those, those are, like the 9 and the 7, and the 4 is kind of broader. That's a large date. And you got them on P, D, and S. Alright, 57D with a die chip. Let's look at the date. There it is, right in the middle of it. I want to look at that mint mark. That mint mark gets my attention. I'm going to have to give that a better look here. Alright, turn it around. Stay right there, don't go away. Oh boy. I'm going to take that out. Where's my sticks? Okay, this has to go. I'm not ready. I'm not set up for a live stream. Somebody said, would you go live, please? I'm freaking out over here. All right. There. Now I get to my top drawer, because I open the drawer and I just stack stuff on. It's like, instant table. Not me. No. Heavens, no. Okay, let's put the Play-Doh away. That 57D with a die chip got my attention. And I'm going to take it out. Now, you've seen this before, but I show it to people all the time. What's the best way to get a coin out of a flip? Right? You got the staples in there. You pull it apart. Because I can tell you right now, if you do that a few times, sooner or later you're going to leave the staples kind of jagged out, and you try to get the coin out, and you're just going to screw it up. You take a toothpick, put it through the mylar. Puncture's real easy, right? Now drag it around. Don't break it. Perforate that mylar. That coin's gonna fall right out. Okay, need a holder. There. I'm putting that on a holder so I can convey the coin from point A to point B. There you go, real easy. But now, whoops, I'm not dragging the coin relative to what it's on. Okay, scope. Now he's got the die chip, he picked that out. But I looked and I saw this bit of extra metal on the bottom of the D. And, oh wow, look at that. Look at this red book. Look what he sent. Okay, now I'm going to have to focus as I tilt. We've got some extra metal below that D and off to the right. Okay, this needs to be identified. Blues, I believe you have an RPM here. Is Blues here? Somebody call him and wake him up. But what I also want to see are that bottom of the D. I want to try to find some serifs, and this is where this camera just sucks. There, you can see that extra metal, that right there. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, where's my stick? I broke it. Okay, you're gonna see this extra metal just below that D. That's not even close to sharp. You should need so many tools right here, and there's so many things, and they all need to be within arm's reach. There, that's my sharpener. My sharpener upper. Alrighty, let's see. Let's see if we can get that in. There's the extra metal. Oh, that's sloppy. Where's the sandpaper? But I want to look at that lower serif also. No, that's just a total failure. I want to look at that lower serif and see if there's a split on that. And there, I want to get some different light. That probably wants to fall. I get these things tilted so hard. Okay, that's an RPM. Cat hair? No, it's a stick, but I whittled it a little too much, and you get that really weak end. There, how's it now? Where'd it go? So by the day. That's close enough. Yeah, just fine. That's a fuzzy pointer. Oh, you want to see fuzzy? I'll dig that Play-Doh out of the trash here. Okay. Now, I'm going to load up a page, probably several pages. and we'll do some diagnostics right here live. I'm just trying to get through this package, and you know, like the what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Third coin we looked at, we got a hunt. Okay, I'm going over to Wexler. Wexler's probably not the best. Okay, here's a screen. Can we see it? This is Variety Vista. All you people that are kind of new to this, this is a great site. Now, Konica is the, oh, here you go. It's right in here. The Combined Organization of Numismatic Error Collectors of America. Great group, not too many members. So there's a big membership drive. But in here you have, this is operated by Dr. James Wiles. He takes care of the listings. I'm looking for RPMs, 1957. And we're going to look at this. RPMs. You also have OMMs, which is over mint marks, like D over S. But if I'm loading these pages, a lot of times it's going to slow up. Yeah, I got a yellow line. If that line turns red, I'm screwed. Okay, where are you? I got 1957D. Alright, you're going to get a whole picture, a whole bunch of these you can look at. It's not this one. I don't think. We'll hold that on the side. No die chip. Not that one, not that one, not this one, not that one, not that one. This one looks very good. Not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. I'm going to open this one up in another window. Not this one. Nope. No. Possible. I'll have to look at that one. Let me open that one up. No, I don't have a split on the upper part. Not this one. I want to look at the bottom on that one. I got two good contenders here, so let's open those up. 57D RPM number 7. And you see that extra bit of metal underneath? That's my baby. That's what I'm looking at. But I've got, on this example, where to go? I done lost my example. Scope. Ding ding. I've got a die chip, so it's probably a later die stage. In the 5, that one's unmistakable. But I've got that extra bit under. It doesn't seem to be. No, that looks like a really good match. Let's see if they'll have a later die stage with a die chip in the 5. Later die stage. Look at that. We found it just like that. Okay. How do I do a side-by-side comparison? I can't do it because I can't see the screen and the scope at the same time. Okay, let's look at the die chip, right? It's got a big, almost triangular shape with a slight gap in between. Look at my piece here. That's a triangular shape, and let's see if we can get closer. Closer. Alright, a little bit of wear might hide that little gap, but that's a dead ringer. Okay, go back home. Let's look for a die chip off the upper E of 1, another one on T, and on the bottom of the T. Blues, you might want this one back. You just let me know. I'll hold it right here for you. Scope. There's the screen. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, is the die chip on the E and on the T. Come back here. Home. There it is. Where is it? Where is it? We got a die chip on that E. The top left. Just about. That's not very deep on that image. Okay, this is a little earlier than what they have in the image, because this die chip is not here. It looks like just a bite of it. Upper E of 1. Yep, that's the E, that's a 1. It's got just a start of it, but nothing else. Look at the T. You should have a die chip up here in this upper corner. I'm not seeing it. And something down here, down the right side, or down toward the center. Okay, that's a little earlier stage than what they show. Okay, they've also got, they being the Konica listing, here's a screen. I'm looking for a die chip in the left wheat lines. And coming into the top of the berries. Can we see that one? Let's find it. That looks pretty gosh darn normal here. Those lines are straight. I might have something right in there. That's point. Where's my pointer? It might have something right in there. If I put some shadow on it, you can probably see that little bit of a die chip right there. But I'm not seeing anything above. That might need attention. That's a little die chip between there. Okay, so we'll go home. No, we'll go to the screen. That's right. Here at the screen. Don't have this upper one. I do have this one. I have that one, but I don't see any more. I don't have these. I don't have this. But I got that by God. So this would be like a stage B+. That die chip shows up first, and that shows up. How is this possible? If I don't have that chip, but I do have this chip. This is impossible. If I have a chip in the 5, right, because the chip in the 5 shows up by stage C, then I must have the chip on the E and the chip on the T. Okay, let's keep on going. Maybe this is stage D where the reverse die was replaced. I betcha that's what happened. Die chip in upper 5 of the day, 1/4 chipped out. Reverse is LDS. Now if the reverse was a late die state, let's look at this one again, see what kind of die stage we're in. Scope. That looks pretty normal. Pretty clean, pretty crisp, pretty clear. Let's look at the letters. Okay, I got some polishing marks. How can this be? Well, this doesn't make any sense. It's got the obverse markers, but it doesn't have the reverse markers. Is it a stage D and the reverse die was swapped out? Well, nonetheless, it is a it is that RPM. We got that much. Where'd it go? It's that RPM, all right. And if you see these little pieces of extra, what is that? If you see something that makes you go, huh, that's funny, that's a flag. Let it get your attention. There's my piece, or rather Blues' piece, and over here we can compare to screen to that piece right here, and that's a dead-on match. And we look for other markers, and we have it in the 5. That's not it. There you go. There's the 5, and that is slap on, baby. Okay, good. Now we're gonna fix that. Let me find my way back to the screen here. There's the screen. Okay, there's live. So I find the chat there. Now I can see you guys over here. Home. Good. Blues. You sent this coin in. It's a peach. Ain't a thing wrong with it, right? You got a die chip. You miss an RPM. This is a real good RPM. This is RPM number 7 on Konica. And I'll get you the link for that. If you want this back, I'll send it to you, baby. It's a peach. That's what keeps me confused on these. What's that, the die markers? You got to realize, these are like living things, these dies. You get 2 of them. Right? You get a front, you get a back. If you got an RPM, it means they took the die and they actually punched the die. I got one here. Where are those? Oh, I put them in that box that fell. There's one. All right. There's a, you can't see it. Home. So they take a die. This is a cud die. The whole piece is broken off it, right? See how it's backwards? So if they were to put a mint mark into this, it'd be, you know, over here, which is kind of neat. It's essentially a little tool, and a little tiny D on the end, and they just smack with a hammer and they put it in. They wouldn't put the mint mark punch over here, because the date is over here on the die. They're going to punch it in over there. And if it's not straight, if it's not quite deep enough, you know, they just kind of try to hammer it. They'll do it over. Clunk. Sometimes they do it too hard. It bounces. It moves over here. It's a little bit off. It's twisted. Maybe instead of being straight up and down, it's a little bit tilted. All kinds of stuff. It can move around that area. It's usually in a similar area. Where's the scope? You know, it's usually going to be somewhere below the date. I've seen them up in the date. There's a 52 where the thing is, I mean, it's down here, right? They get around. But a lot of times it's real close, but you might have an extra piece of metal, which this one has. So let's get a holder for that. Oh, they're under the mess. See, now to get a holder, I got to clean up this. One moment, please. There's another die. All right, that's good enough. Where's my should have some flips here. I had some flips here. They gone already? What are these? Here's one. Here's a flip. Found my bacon stuff. Look, see? I get more bacon. I'll set it right there for now. Okay. We got 1957D. 1957D. This is Konica D RPM number 7. And it's got to be after stage C. New reverse die. That's what I say. Okay, we'll save that up for you. Now, Blues, if you want this baby back, so you got an RPM for your collection, just say the word. It's yours, baby. And I'm going to stick that in a place where I'm sure I'll never lose it. I have no place that I could put that. I'll tell you what, let me put your name on there too. Blues. Okay, how about I'll put in a box of stuff that needs to be looked at. Add it to the show, good enough. I'll put it right here with this. Okay, as long as we're got these here, we better take a look at them. Home, nope, that's not it. Scope, 74S, 74 is a pretty quiet year. It really was. We might have some RPMs. And that looks like it's just rippling from the expanding metal. Let's look at that 70S. I never lose stuff. I just misplace it with stuff that needs attention in front of it. Okay, that S looks real good. On these 70s, you want to check out the letters in Liberty. In God We Trust. Especially that second T. Look at his eyeball. That's pretty simple. That looks real good. Let's look at Liberty. And you want to look at the tops and bottoms of the letters, especially L and I. I mean, sometimes you got just this little tiny little bump on top of that L. I got Mylar here. I'll just press it harder. And I got some 60s like this. Just these little tiny bumps. It ain't much. I mean, it's just a kiss of extra metal. 57D with a die chip. No, it's on the 9 this time. Okay. These are wonderful. I love these. I got a whole sack of these. Now you got a buy error, right? Where you got a die chip over here in Liberty. And it's a die chip in the B as well. But you get die chips that'll show up, you know, between, you know, each letter. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? That's position 4, position 5. You get a, this is a famous one because it's B, I, E, you know, it looks like a sausage. Right? And they call that one kind of valuable. Well, they trade for a few bucks. In this kind of shape, it'd be like 10 bucks. Well, why don't these, where you got die chips in the letters, why aren't these as important? Why don't get it? Can you please repeat the name of the website, Variety Vista? That's it. Type it in, you got it. Let me give you the link here. Where the heck is it? VV, copy. There you go. Now, if you look down below, you'll find my blog. And let me load that up too while I'm here. Where the heck's that? One moment. Wait for it. I'm going to have some pink lemonade. There we go. Home, scope, screen. There it is. There's the screen. And my blog is 1 Million Pennies Project. Bookmark that because there's all kinds of good stuff on there. Like how to find out about the Video Coin Seminar weekend. But over here on the right, if it ever loads, you got this Jump To section. And an important spot that you want to get bookmarked or be able to find it easy. right? 1,000,000penniesproject.blogspot.com, and go to key information websites. Let's click on that and wait for that to load. It's a good spot. Okay. Is this a double I? Double die? DoubleDie.com, Variety Vista, right here. These are the two top. Double die, and looks kind of like Double Eddie. Doubled with a D at the end. See? Doubled. That's John Wexler's site. He's been doing this for decades. He's an old hand. And Variety Vista, which is the Konica site. Those are the two big ones. All kinds of good stuff. AeroRef, great spot. Numista for your foreign coins. Konica, this is their home page, and you can join Konica. Matter of fact, I'm actually in the works for some award from Konica for just recruiting people. Mad Die Clashes. Here it is, my blog. USA Coin Book, Indian Varieties for Indian Cents, a Lincoln Cent resource, Copper Coins, another great site. 3-cent nickels, shield nickels, Brian's Variety Coins about nickels, Jefferson Nickels, seeded dimevarieties.com, Richard's Roosevelt Review. God, there's more coming. You know, we keep putting more in. World Coinage, Vicky Cents, Canadian Coins, tokens. I gotta get one from Metals. There's lots of stuff in here. Yeah. And also watch every video I've ever made. It's always good. Where do I start? I have 8 Ziploc bags full of wheats. Wow. Start with the first one. Okay, home. I did a bunch of videos on sorting, right? Because that's usually the first place that I start. You got, you know, just sacks of pennies. Sort them by date. Because it's going to be a whole lot easier to look for die varieties if you have all the same date. You know, you got 10 of them right there. You look at one, this one's different. Well, look at the next one over to compare. Because here's a 1957D, right? Is that normal? Let's look at another 1957D. And of course you pull out that one. Okay, you got a difference here for sure. Okay, you got something different, set it aside, and you'll figure it out. Seriously, it'll take time. It's like drinking from a fire hose is what I use as an analogy. Boy, that's a good shape one too. Okay, I like those. If you have any doubt, always save those coins. It costs you a penny. All right, mark them, have them ready. You can take another look at them. And as you learn more stuff, now here's a 1970S. If you looked at that, that's a different one than I had before, I think. Well, would that be a large S? Or a large date or a small date? The 9 points low. See, it points at 5 o'clock. Large is low. You learn this stuff. It's simple stuff. Gosh, where do you start? Start right where you are. You learn it. The more you do, the more you pick up. It gets easier and faster because you get more, you know, more experience. It's the activity that makes it all possible. Rim cud. I just had one. Let's look over on that side. It's like a dime holder, I think. I can't see part of the rim. But the more you do this, the more you learn, the easier it gets, because you can, oh, you've done that before. Yeah, that is a dime holder. Okay, I'm not able to see this one. And it's probably hiding under there. But you find stuff. You can identify it quick. This piece he had right here, the 1957D, that RPM we just looked at, that's probably, you know, a $5 to $10 coin. Right? Real easy. He probably got that for 15, 20 cents, maybe $1. Let's look at the Indian here, see if we can find stuff. 1904. Anything look odd about that? You know, oh geez, I don't. Do they all have this same pointy T? Well, if you got several of them all together because you sorted your coins, you can just grab the next one and compare it right there. Because if you're kind of new to this, you're going to not recognize some of these design features. And you think, is this supposed to look like that? So that's a handy way to do it. But you get better over time. Activity breeds experience, and experience breeds confidence and competence. And with enough confidence, there's nothing you can't do. I keep saying it. Block her, Lincoln, she's a troll. Block the trolls, be done, and talk of them no more. I lay them all out on a cookie sheet by date. I do a cloth. I got a cloth back here. We're not going to see it. It's covered with PCGS boxes right now. Yeah, but I, just lay up 200 at a time. Looked like a plating blister on the 15. Here it is. Could very well be. This is in a holder that's a little bit small. And it's totally out of focus again. I must have bumped it. Yeah, those look like plating blisters. A line of them. You get those. They offer nothing to your coin. I've got some that are, all the way across the coin, the whole darn thing. Bigger than a toothpick, from one side to the other. They don't add any value. That's not SJ. SJ's Mixed Adventures. The spelling is proper. Okay, 1930 cent. What do we get in here? That's a 1930. It says CUD. Now, CUD is a piece of the die that's broken off. I think we've got a misdiagnosis. Yeah, I think this is what this is. This is a bit of damage. That's impact, which is different from a CUD. And we got more impact up here. Let's move that. That might not be impact. That might be crud on the holder. See the way the light is different? Okay. And those are rim dings. Okay, let's take a look. Let's take a look. We got it. We got one right here. Ready? You take a piece of the die. CJ made this. He's a genius at this stuff, but he had a problem with printing one of them. He I just screwed up. But this, in effect, is a CUD. It's a piece of the die has broken off. The CUD is the piece that breaks off. So this is the CUD die. Bring out the Play-Doh, and we'll make us a planchet. How about that? Howdy, howdy, howdy. Sorry I'm late. I was watching WWE Raw. You're all awesome. Come to the right video for sure. Okay, here's a not a very good planchet. Where's my tuna can? Right there. Okay, we'll just flatten it. That's where the tuna. That's a tuna can with all the little slips of paper in it. Works great. All right, I'm going to press the die into the planchet. And what's going to happen is where the piece of the die is broken off, I'm going to have just a blob on the coin. And that's what we got. We got a blob on that coin. Let me put it closer to the bottom. Zoom in straight. That's what a CUD coin is. The CUD is the piece that has broken off. It's the missing piece. Right? That's a CUD die. And that's a coin produced with a CUD die. It has this big extra blob. Can you see that? That's just where the metal fills the void. And you get a void off the side. Does that make any sense for you? Did we learn anything here? Howdy, howdy. Who all watched my video? Oh man, I'm sorry. I mostly slouched around all day. I got some potatoes, I got some hamburger, I got some chicken. I take the hamburger, break it into like, 8 or 10 ounces or so and jam it in the freezer. Because I get, a lot of hamburger, because I'm cheap. But I don't like to drive to the store. My brother and his wife go shopping every single week. Huh? What, is that like a hobby? Just, I buy groceries for a month. I'm good. I got a freezer, I stick it in there. Works great. I get chicken, a couple of sacks of it, and I just get all the feathers off them. Stick a, stick a breast in each bag and stuff the freezer so I can pull one out, boil it up, make some rice or something. Get a whole Boston butt. No, it's not a pig's butt. It's a butt, a wooden box that they used to pack them in. Okay, I'll open this one up and explain how this is not. And cut it up in a, half a pound at a time, because half a pound's plenty of meat. I gotta buy vegetables because the garden's just overwhelmed right now. Scope. This time of the year it gets too darn hot. Okay, here we go. What you got is some damage here. This is some rotary perhaps, or something damage. And here, nope, on the reverse, I believe is what is misdiagnosed as a cut. This piece right here. If I tilt that up and we look at the side, we'll see some damage on that edge. Where is it? Right here. Right at this point. There you go. So that's not really a cut. That's just and that thing took some damage. It got kicked around or beat on, or something slammed it real hard. Right? Look at that whole coin. Don't look at just one little spot. Look at the whole coin, because there's information on that coin, and it'll tell you what happened to it. Everything that ever happened to that coin is evidenced on that coin. There we go. The light's just right. We got a good line, right? So if that light doesn't follow that same line, that's where we have, oh, that damage. Yeah, that's a slam-o mark. That's not a cut though. There's a lesser piece over here, right up there. Let's look at the other side. Okay, see that line? The bright white line. We'll follow that around. Okay, it gets broken up here. There's a little bit of damage on that spot. And lay it flat. It's right about here. Yeah, that's just a little ding right here. That's just a little thump. There's another one right there. That's just a little. That was not even mentionable. Okay, you take the roll. You ever see them do that? They take that roll of coins. I got one here. Where is it? I had one here. Where did that go now? Oh, I just cleaned off all the rolls I had. Stay right there. There's a roll of quarters. How do you get them dings? How do you get them dings? Okay. Let me back up a little. There's the edge of my desk. You get a roll of quarters. You ever see this at the store? They crack it open like that. Okay. What happened to those quarters? These are brand new quarters. Let's see if we got any damage on the rim. Because these are brand spanking new. What are they? Washington quarter. Brand spanking new. Come on, Mint. What are these? Painted rocks. But we want to look at the edge, because we just give it a good slam. We want to get a clear picture would be great. But that one slam is enough to put some bumps on these coins. There, I think we might have some focus. And let's see if we can see some impact damage. And nothing yet. But do that repeatedly over the life of a coin, every few months or 30 years. That might be a bit of a ding or something there. What's on this side? And you get these bumps. Or you can take the coin and fling it at the roadway, or your ex-wife or something. And they just pick up little bits of damage here and there. Sacrilegious. Well, I've been meaning to open them so I can look at them for stuff. Yeah, that's another. Oop, lost my armrest. There. Because I got my... See, I got rid of my mouse pad because it was so rotten and nasty. Oh, it's nasty. Stinking. Had it for like 20 years, the same mouse pad. So now when I don't have the mouse pad, I've been using the armrest more. I've done more darn smooth. So now I've got a folded up towel and I just lay it on the armrest so I can lean like that. Okay, where are we? We're talking about cuds. That's not a cud. That's going. That is a bit of damage, is all that is. No matter. We all learn. And that's pretty chewed up right there. Yep. Okay. Now we got a 1982 that he sent in. We haven't even looked at these other. Look at this stuff. You know, we're in the middle of the process of open up Blues Coins package. Have we? Do I let myself get distracted too much? Okay, what's in here? It's a 1982. That's a small date. Yep. And you can see that too right there. And I got a whole video on identifying these. See the two? How it's got a pretty little curl, and the letters are nice and tight and lean and crisp. Let's look at the Liberty. Same thing. Nice, sharp, crisp letters. They're not blobbish. You know, they're not soft, mushy. And in God we trust. Nice, sharp letters. Okay, and let's see. I get a little bump right there, a little bump, right? And I get a little bump, little bump, little bump. These are plating bubbles. But the coin's in pretty good shape. There's a little bit of a slice right there. So that's probably an MS64. Real good shape. Yeah, we've got a little mark here, little mark. Johnny Patton says, hey, how are you? We're going through a package sent in by Blues Coins. Yeah, see a little bump right there? These are plating blisters. That tells me this is a zinc coin. And for a 1982 D, small date, well, the copper one is the one you want to find, because that's, you know, 20,000 bucks if you find that. Zinc bubbles on that one. That'll be a zinc coin. Yeah, when they first started out, see, the copper went up kind of rapidly in '82, and they had to come up with a solution because it was costing them, you know, 3 cents to make a penny. Can't do that, and they made a quick leap to the zinc core, zinc planchet plated with copper. But for the first few years, because they made, you know, they didn't put the research into it, how to do it well and right every time. For the first few years, they had this tremendous problem with the zinc not bonding properly to the copper. Ended up with these gas bubbles getting trapped in there. Well, there it is. It's gotten better, but they still get them from time to time. And that's the 1904. Okay, we got through the pennies. Let me set these quarters off to the side here. We'll have to get through those now that it's open. Any damage on this one we can see? Nah, I'll wrap it harder next time. Okay, we got this heavy thing. Let's see what's in here. Is it open? Oh, look at this. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Well, we can wrap these. We can slam these. What you got here? We got some nickels. And he said 2017 D. Nickels. All right. Do we break it up and do one coin in each of the next 40 big shows? We got 2018 D, 18 D, 17 D, 17 D, 18 D. What's this one? 17. A little bit of everything. 17, 18. Now, these are pretty handy. You open up that box of pennies, and oh man, you got skunked. They're all brand new pennies. Damn it, man. Over on the East Coast, you can't get the D's. Over on the West Coast, they can't get the P's. You didn't just get skunked, you just doubled your money. You can sell these for about $1 a piece. Real easy, right? But you got to work it out for the shipping, because it doesn't make sense to, you know, pay $3 for shipping for a $1 roll. But you can sell 10 of these, right? You know, $5 in pennies. Sell it for a $10 bill plus shipping. And the way to do that is use your priority mail flat rate small box, $7.50 Zoom, it's out the door. It's quick. Wrap it up tight. I mean real tight. Especially if you're doing rolls. You want to, pack these 2 or 3 at a time. Tape them, put them in a baggie, right? And tape them outside the baggie. You tape the baggie, not the rolls. So you can, open up the thing and get to them. Yeah, because on the West Coast they'll buy peas, and $17.50 for 10 rolls. Yeah, that's not killer. There's Bill J. Good to see you. I'm going through my bag of recheck pennies. I racked up 3 1970 double die number 3. Outstanding. Yeah, you'll find stuff. If you have any questions, set it aside and look at it later. Because in time, you're going to learn stuff quickly as you get into it. 6 months from now, you'll be able to pick out things you can't pick out right now. 2 years from now, you're going to be able to pick out stuff that you can't pick out now. Any question, just set it aside. I got a cup here. I set stuff here. I don't have any idea what this is. Let's see. Why'd I pick this up? Home. No, scope. It's, it's because it's our Canadian dime. Okay, that makes sense. Here's a horse. Why that one? Because it's a spitting horse. Okay. What's this one? I kept that because it's 50 Danny. Alright, Moldova. Yeah, we'll keep it. Keep it bicentennials. You can get 35 cents a piece for these nowadays. They can't be junk. But I see these selling on eBay for, 30 to 35 cents. In volume, you get 50 bucks worth of them. And they pick up a little. Well, you can keep them. It's a small rate of return. But if you're going through a bunch of quarters, a few $1,000s worth of quarters, well, why not? Keep them, put them all together, list them for sale, work out the shipping with the small rate flat boxes. And there's people that buy them. They put together sets and stuff or fill folders. Why'd I keep this one? 2003. That looks normal. This looks normal. 2003, I want to look at the little man. Oh, that's why. He's got a die crack. Yeah, keep these too. For no darn reason. I mean, I got sacks of these. There you go. No, we can't. That thing must be getting warm. We get a die crack from the rim. Doesn't cross the rim. Right? That's important. The die cracks don't cross the rim because the die doesn't make the rim. There you go. You can almost not see it there. And that goes to the building, and then where? I'd have to look. I think it stops at the building here. FG looks good. Where's the little man? Little man looks pretty normal. Sell them by the roll. Make a little profit. It's not a whole lot, but geez, if you could pick up an extra $5, that would pay for what? Something. If you make an extra $10, it pays for some flips. Gets another roll of pennies. 2011. What's this doing out here? Well, I don't know. I must have kept it for some reason. It's real shiny. Let's look at the back. Got a lot of these lines here. That's also a plating issue. There's a chip, but you see those on a lot of them. When these first came out, I was saving the chips. I mean, I got a sack of freaking 2010s over here with little die. Okay, yeah, you can spend these. At some point, you'll get to a point where you say, "Oh, I don't want those anymore. They're crap. I'll just spend them." Yeah, I don't know what that is, but there it is. Keep it. And so you can decide for yourself whether or not you should keep it. Because what are you talking? If you had $50 in change, right, in pennies, it's 5,000 pennies. And in 2-3 years from now, you'd be able to spend a week and go through those 5,000 pennies, or maybe a month, and decide, oh, that is really nice. I should keep that. Oh, these came in today too. I got some more proofs. Yeah. These are glorious. Still, they're in the, you know, they came in Mylar. Oh, I hate the Mylar holders. I've learned to hate Mylar. You can't take the coin out and take a photo. I'm going to be able to show, if I'm going to sell a coin effectively online, I need to be able to show that coin in all its glory. And boy, it's hard with this camera. There you go. But you get dust on the Mylar, for example. It makes it look bad. I get reflection on there. There you go. Look at this coin. It's only $37. Who will bid? Start the bidding. Here it is. You can't do that. Gosh. So yeah, if you find a box of brand new pennies, now if you want to keep, you can flip them over and you can pick up, you know, $3-4 for 10 of them. Not a whole lot, but you do that 5 times out of a box. Yeah, that's $15. That's enough to pay. You ready? What would $15 buy you? It would buy you this baby right there, $15.95. You get a box of brand new pennies. That's a red book. Let the hobby pay for itself. It's so handy. Same thing with nickels, right? What was this one? 2017 D? Yeah, we will not see Ds around this part of the woods for, you know, probably until 2019. Yep, those are cool. Thank you, Blues. We'll probably do the whole darn roll, because I don't do too many rolls. Okay, this can go somewhere. We got the diaper. Let's open that up next. What is this? It's a diaper. No, it's a padded mailer. People worry about, oh, I don't want to have to pay for all that padding. The United States government will provide all the padding you need. Oh, hell yeah. It's a 2007 United States Mint proof set. And you got the double packages here, right? What you got here, you get the sleeve. Real nice. Perfect shape. Look at this. Not dog-eared at all. Okay, maybe a little. That's not really much. Okay, you got the dollars. There you go, presidential dollars. And then you get the regular proof set. That's 10 out of 14 coins in here. And let's open that up. There you go. You got a bunch of quarters. So you got Wyoming, Washington, Idaho. You got Utah. You got, oh, that's Utah. What was this one? Utah got 2 quarters? Oh, it's Wyoming. There you go. You're getting out to the old west by the time you get to the 2007 quarters. They look to be pretty darn luscious. Yeah, that's a nice addition there. Okay, in here, you got the regular stuff. Penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half dollar. Penny, nickel. No quarter. That's what that last one was. And the Sacagawea, which was, that year, was a golden eagle. There you go. And you get the dollar coins. And they got their own little precious box. Not many D's, Bill. Oh, out west I don't get the P's. Here you go. Liberty, 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 liberty. Now, the discussion is for the new dollar coin that's coming out, the American Innovations and Innovators dollar. It's going to have, this would be effectively the odd verse. Just add to it E pluribus unum. No, in God we trust to the front. But they're going to have the denomination in the front. Well, it's okay. They've done it before. You see those quarters we got with $quarter in the front. That'll work. But it's going to have some majestic picture of liberty. Will they just reuse the same design? So often the Mint puts out, you know, some brand new product. Oh, they got that reverse proof set that just came out this past, what, week and a half ago? And they hype it up. It's reverse proof. So instead of having the cameo on the profile, that'll be mirror-like, and the rest will be cameo, because these are done with lasers nowadays. Let's see, can we see it here? Scope. Yeah, and you get this ultra grainy appearance. There you go. But I'm getting, people are talking to me about these these new proof sets, these reverse proof, and they hyped them up, promoted it, talking. Is it just a novelty? Because they're not meeting the expectation of quality. People are saying they're scratched, Right, they've been banged up, they're scuffed up, they've been jingled together before put into the set. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I've seen that before. They promise the world and just, it's the government. They're not delivering on the quality. It's just lipstick on a pig is all it is. Not on the East Coast. Yeah, hard to get Denver's on the East Coast. Hey, Currency Hunter. We're just looking at some stuff that Blues Coin sent in for the big show. Look at that. We got a 2007 proof set. Real pretty. Ain't a thing wrong with that. Everything there, that's complete. There we go. We got a bunch of rolls here. We've got a bunch of pennies. That one turned out to be an RPM of all things, number 7. And it's a glorious one. Get some more coins here. We got, check this out, what he sent. We got a 2019 Red Book. Yep, we'll make them earn that one. Yeah, so if you need bubble wrap, go down to the post office and say, can I get a dozen of those bubble mailers? Here you go. They tell you, you're not supposed to use it for packing material. Just reuse your packing material. That works great. What do you got here? I got a couple of slabs from NGC. See, they're in a bag. Look, it's got Cupid or something on there. Yep. People grab these slabs and say, oh man, I'm so happy I have a brand new slab. I never had a slab before. And then you throw it in a drawer. If you just do the one step of putting a plastic bag around it, just drop it in a plastic bag. Doesn't matter how big the plastic bag is, because the slab protects the coin, but nothing protects the slab. And if you scuff this all up, you can't even take a decent picture through it. There you go. That's a 1959 dime, proof 68. Pretty sharp. Full brilliant. Oh yeah, ain't a thing wrong with that. What's that, 1950 what? 1959, and this one is a 1958. Oh hell yeah, we can do this. You have to feel me in. What? This is the 1958 proof 68. Very sharp. The only way to describe how sharp that is, put the word very in front of the word sharp. We can get a close up here. There you go, proof 68. And when you're down at this level, there, see those little fine lines right there? That's actually scuffs on the plastic, because that's not on the proof 68. Those little scuffs make it so hard to take take photos to show it off. There it is. That's on the plastic. And that plastic bag will protect the slab. The slab's going to protect that coin all day long. Yeah, that's a decent looking piece. How you doing, No Salt BP? Good to see you. Welcome aboard. We're looking at some coins that Blues Coins sent in. We're going to add them to the big show. Let's see if we can see anything here. Ain't a thing wrong with that. Those are sharp. Those got full lines. Yep, good. We'll close that up. Is that everything? Gosh, we did everything but open up some penny rolls. Melba's here. What a 1911p is doing in the recheck bag, I'll never know. Pull it out, put it away, do something with it. There. That's what Blues has sent. So now I'm going to salvage his box to put stuff back in there. That's kind of neat. We got a nice proof set, a gorgeous book, a couple of beautiful NGC slab proof dimes, some brand new rolls of pennies and nickels, and a few individual coins over here to boot. Not too shabby. Blues, on behalf of whoever is going to win this stuff, we thank you very much. SJ sent a package. God love it. We'd been doing your foreign coins. We had a little game of it. We put all I wrote numbers and letters on pieces of paper. And, whoever won the package, I figured they'll just pick a letter. And it worked out great. Frank got 7 of those. 0 foxes given abroad, off-road. Hello from Pusa Studios. Good to see you, dear. I don't remember what was in the box. This is it. This is what you sent. That's nice. Yeah, there's some good stuff here. Somebody's gonna be really happy to pick these up. If you haven't seen the big show, come on by Sunday, 9:30. What's this? Oh, that's at 19:30. I gotta put in a holder here. Oh yeah, and the dirty coin. Okay. Holder. Yeah, we just give stuff away. One big show, one big package, winner take all. Some Pusa with love. Hello and welcome to the newbies. Take them all out. I'll be back. Just give me. We're going to take a little break here. We'll just take a little break. Do. There. Okay, nobody typed for a bit. It's scrolling. Okay, I see what's going on. It says Pusa Studio sent me. Alright. I thought all of a sudden we're getting all this spam and people are talking Pusa. Okay, I just hit a guy. I'm going to unhide him. No salt. We'll view you and unhide you. Unhide. Okay. See how easy it is to misconstrue what's going on? Pusa just sent a whole bunch of people over. We've been having trouble with trolls and spammers lately. So, everybody's on edge. And we want to stop the trolls, so it can be expected we might overreact from time to time. Yay for Pusa Studios. There. Salt, you're back in. Unhidden. There, you're good. Hi, sending some love. We see that. Yeah. The one guy said hi from Pusa Studios, so that's what said, oh, it's not trolling. It's handing out love. Okay, good. We're back in business. Life with ankylosing spinal spondylitis. Good to have you aboard. What we've been doing here is talking about some coins that a fellow sent in. Let me find my way back. There we go. And this is them. They send packages. People send coins. We got proof sets, which are gorgeous. We got some dimes. Gorgeous. We got coin books, so you can look up the value of your coin. Kind of neat. Brand new ones, little ones. And every Sunday, 9 o'clock, we have what's called the Big Show, where we just put together this big package, and we have a little kind of a contest towards the end, and somebody wins it all. Yeah, no trolls, just friends connecting with friends. I figured, it took a minute to figure that out, but I had all these people saying, you know, Pusa, hi Pusa, what's going on? Okay. Good. Everything's under control, folks. Nothing to worry about. Return to your homes. Yeah, we're not trolls. Yeah, so we talk about coins. Oh, and he sent this. It's a painted, that's a 1 ounce silver round. It's called an ASE, an American Silver Eagle. The United States makes these bullion coins. This is one of them. And there's the eagle on the back. And it has the Walking Liberty design, which is one of our most beautiful designs of all time. This one has been colorized. Now I got a copper round here with that same design. Where are they? Let's find some. There we go. This is the same design, but instead of on silver, this is on copper. And this one I hand out with every show. Every show gets one of these. That's a nice big, it's almost 2 inches across piece of copper. There you see the design there. Same darn thing. And that comes from a $50 that was issued from 1916 to 1947. There we go. Cover that up. I think I got one here somewhere. Maybe in this pile. that. No, I've got some around here somewhere. I got to get some more. People grab them all up. There's Panic D videos. Our haunted travels. We do coins on this channel, all kinds of stuff. We have a class on Saturdays you might want to jump into. This Green Bay Wacky, look at this. Booster Studio sent us over. Spread some love. Thank you very much. This is Green Bay Wacky. If you want to grow your channel, go see Green Bay. Just hang out in the chat. Because of him, I was able to get over the 1,000 mark back in February and kept my channel, monetized. It's kind of nice. I've been paid twice from YouTube so far. Of course, I just spent it all on coins. This is what we do. We have a whole coin community, and while I got you here, I want to talk about one thing. You can try this elsewhere. Here's a screen, and from here, we're going to go over to my blog. This is the 1 Million Pennies Project, and I go to the home of the blog here, the main page, and we have the first ever video coin seminar weekend. And what we're doing, we're filling it up with people who do videos about coins. Well, we're all going live on August 25 and 26. We got showtime set up. You can make a promotional video or image for people to share. We have a coin video directory, of course, which is real popular. Let me pull that up. So you can find, where is it? Coin video livestream directory. You can find all your favorite channels at the click of a button, and you find this directory listing in my description below the video. There's all kinds of people up here. I put myself in blue right at the top because, I'm cool that way. Bill J, for example, is the channel of the week. Here he is again on the regular listing. We're trying to get Beth Coddington over 1,000 subscribers. She was at 749 last time I checked. Some people don't have numbers because either they're over 1,000 or I haven't checked them lately. And if it will load here, look at this, it's still working. Been 10 minutes, this thing's still working. I'm out in the woods. Here's Coin Finders. His channel was shut down. That's why the big purple line. He started back up. He's back up to 105, so he's getting there. And we got Hoogie's Hobby Shop, different people. He'd be bolder colored. This is Mantic Coins, and let me show you this, what we're doing with him. He's got a great show, and I've got a promo just for Mantic Coins. Here's the chat. There's home. Okay, when he gets to 1,000 subscribers, he's going to have a giveaway on his channel. But we're going to have one over here on my channel for his channel to give people an incentive to get over there. Here we have an Australian dollar from 2018. Right? It's actually a 1 ounce silver bar, but it's got face value from Australia. On the back you have the dragon reverse, kind of a nice looking coin. There's another piece down here. It's this tiny little 1 gram. Look at that. There's my fingernail. There's my thumb. That's 1 gram silver bar. I put that under the scope. Let you look at that. Where are you? Where are you? There it is. Zoom in. That's 1 gram Switzerland silver. Swiss. Where'd it go? Right there. 0.999 fine from Balcombe, Swiss. If we can make that focus, I'll be so happy. And there's another item coming. It's a 1992 Prestige Silver Proof Set. Good money on those. I mean, it's like 20 bucks. It'll be like $40 or $50 package we're putting together. It has some other things coming. We're gonna add to it. Get him over 1,000, and we'll have a big. I broke the internet. Are we on? Oh no, we're just talking. Okay, shut it down for 10 seconds and restart it. And let's just make sure this goes through. Still red. So that's what we do. We got a whole coin community around here. People send things in, and we give it away to some lucky winner every week. And we've had packages at a 40% silver, and this is one of those. There we go. Let's put that into the scope, and you can see all the little details on there. The S is a mint mark, and that means that the coin is made in San Francisco. Okay, 1973, and all the features. And it's in great shape. And condition on a coin is everything. If it's got marks and scrapes and scratches or holes in it, or it's bent, it's really going to drop the value. Hey Greenhorn, how are you? I see a yellow line now. There's where to go. Scope, screen. There, I see the little line above chat is yellow, so I guess we're we're back in business. Let me move this up here for a while. There, I can see everybody now. Good. That's what we do. We talk about coins, what coins are valuable, what makes them valuable, how to collect coins, how to store them, how to handle them. Oh, there's one I wanted to cover today, right? Okay, we had that experiment 2 months ago where we took 2 pennies, right? Open a brand new roll, just like this. Open a brand new roll up. One coin we picked up by the edges, held it like this. The other coin, I picked it up with my fingers, right? Just like that. Once. Now we're going to look at this under the scope. This is the coin that was grasped by the edges. And you can see she's in pretty darn shape. You always have the rinse spots because they were electroplated. And you always get those ever since, what is the past 12 years or so, they really stand out. But no matter. But it's free of fingerprints. Now this one, I touched it once and immediately put it in the holder. And this is what touching your coin will do. Right? There. That. You will never get those fingerprints off that coin. It doesn't take but a few times. Just a few, you know, different touch your coin like that, or rubbing your thumb across it. Right? To screw that coin up forever. You just rub your finger across it. It's going to leave a mark. It's not that your hands are dirty. Right? You're living. As long as you're alive, your hands are putting out little bits of moisture in the form of sweat or just, you know, just plain overheating, or the skin, just the moisture in your body's coming through there. It's like really interesting. There's some good coins we've had through this show. We've given away some big dollar coins, and we're talking, you know, 3 digits here. We've given away more in one class this past weekend in one show than I've made on YouTube so far. No fooling. People send things in. This box, I got a whole pile of boxes here. This is from Ricer's Treasure Hunting. He's a digger, and we got, let's see, a Canadian penny from 1967. They had a bicentennial, right? And they changed their designs for that year, and I cannot make that work. There you go. That's a rock dove. I'll put it over here. You can see it easier. Scope. You might see these, you might not, but these you can see the luster on these. People like coins that are shiny, brand new, unmolested, in great shape. There's home. We got people send T-shirts. They fell down. Both of them fell. There, the Body by Bacon T-shirt. They have channels. This is CFA. That's Coins for Amateurs. And he's got a channel. You'll find him in the video directory, right? And let's see. That just fell, didn't it? Oh, I think it's the chair. Okay, we'll leave it right here. The Looksy app, right? Now this one's neat. This is Tim Rathjen. He's up in Bellingham, Washington. He created an app for your cell phone. There's a logo. So you can use the app on your cell phone to take a picture of a camera. It'll tell you what it is, right? It'll take pictures of the front and back, align them, crop them, and let you post that photo to, whatever social network you like. And some of these places you can sell those coins. Lincoln Central says, I want a $500 package from the Big Show. He won a couple of times. Yeah, if you do win, you can't win for another 2 months. We want to let new people, you know, get a chance to get in. But people give these coins to their kids, to their cousins, to their nephews, to their nieces. A lot of people talk about, you know, it's for the kids. And one thing we add, I got a bag down here on my side. It's getting small. We got a whole bunch of these wheat pennies. And during the show, for every like, I'm going to add one more of these pennies to the package. We got all kinds of stuff going on. Let's see, here's a Lemonhead Penny. He's a big supporter of the show. He's got a few, what do we got here? Indian Penny. What's this one? Here's a, these are beautiful. This is 1909, which is the first year of the Lincoln cent. Right there. And this one's in beautiful shape. I'm going to take it out of the holder here and hold it properly. And what makes this one special, because a lot of these coins have little idiosyncrasies that are special to that particular date. Right? In 1909, these coins were created were designed by a guy named Victor David Brenner. Now, he was from Lithuania, and the way they did their coins and metal designs in Europe was that the designer would put his own name across the bottom. Well, Victor tried it, but it didn't fly, because, no, you're not putting your whole name across there. But he did manage to keep his initials on there, but they only lasted until August of that year, about a month and a half of production, because they were still making the Indian cent for the first half of the year. So you got two styles of 1909, one with the VDB and one without. And you've seen those. I probably have one right here. And the collectors, well, they want them both. And there you go. That's a 1909 without the VDB. Missing up here is with. Now, it was later added on after 1919. No, in 1918. But it was put on the front, just below his shoulder. And you'll be able to see it right in here. VDB. No, that's not a very good penny. Let's try a different one. How about this one? This one might be clear. It's not in a holder. And you'll see it right in there. And they're on every coin after that. But 1974 is a neat year because you had some dies that were worn out, and there is no VDB on some of those. So now you got to check all those. But some of these coins are, you know, mega dollars. We had a fellow not too long ago found two coins from 1992. They had a D on them. They were produced in Denver, but the reverse design that was used on the die was actually supposed to be used on the proof coins for that year. So he has a close, you know, very close distance between the A and M in America. And dude, these are $1,000 coins. No fooling. Had another girl in one of the Facebook groups. She found a coin from 1969 made in San Francisco that's a doubled die. Now, I had one here somewhere. Let me look up here. See, this is why it's so important to put stuff away. What's this one? That's probably it. I don't know. Well, anyway, hers was really nice, and will probably pull $25,000 at market. It's been certified. It's a legit coin, but people send so many things. Here's a sack of foreign coins that Sylvia sent in. That's SJ's Mixed Adventures. All these different channels send things in. Lincoln has sent some things. Blues just sent all this stuff. We give away books. Ooh, I should do some memberships. That'd be cool. Proof sets, big coins, little coins. Here's some neat stuff up here. Oh, here's a neat one. This is a proof set made in 1991, but it's a prestige proof set, so it includes the commemorative issues. And this is the original box from the mint. It's, dude, this is a presentation piece. Right, good and thick, about 2 inches thick. You got a piece of paper that says it's real. Okay. And you take that out. Look at this. It's like, I want to paint velvets. You get a velvet container, the seal, and you open it up. It still has the original protectors, and there it is. It's nice and thick. Right? But you have the Mount Rushmore silver dollar. That's 90% silver. Of course, the regular penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and half. And these are special special finishes on these. The planchets, you know, the blank pennies, they're specially polished, and the dies are polished. But you also have the half dollar, and that's clad. That's a copper and nickel clad, and the Kennedy half dollar. And yeah, these are real shiners. They're collector's pieces. I call them proof because, you know, like you ever have a photo, your prom photo, it's the proof, that sort of thing. There's the back of that that dollar. It's upside down, of course. Let's do it this way. That's a commemorative half dollar, United States of America. And up here's the half dollar that goes with it. There you go. Got a buffalo in it. That's actually a bison. You take it off, Green Bay? Remember to smash that like button for our host. Go see Green Bay. He's funny. He's got some videos. He just goes off. Watch him make an omelet. Watch him scramble eggs. That's what we do over here. We just have fun. There's a whole bunch of coin people out there. There are thousands of coin people out here, and it's growing. Lots of technology, like these cameras, make it possible for us to, take close-up photos of these coins. And having this ability, because it's on people's phones, is really exploding the hobby. And we're going to see a lot of new people coming on board because of it. Pray for Reading where the fires are. That's right. There you go. There's a penny. That's the sort of detail we can get. And we can get even closer than this. You want to see the inside of the zero? We can do that. There you go. That's close enough. I collect coins, but my kids take all my money. Well, first thing you gotta do is stop collecting kids. I bet you that'll help. Or get them to collect coins. Send them to my class every Saturday. We have a coin class for about an hour, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. There's a playlist. You can watch them all. Do some binge watching. Actually do like a twin binge. Watch one of my shows, and it's a little dry. Then you watch, one of Green Bay's shows, and get perked back up. It'll be good. It's getting bad out there. They got some bad fires going on. Yeah, I'm in Florida, by the way. I'm right about, if that's Florida, this Pensacola's over there. I'm right about here. I'm above Bacon. We need kids in the community. Kids in the coin collecting world. They are the future of the hobby. It's important. If you want your coins to be worth more in the future, start getting kids interested in collecting coins. One of the best ways. Did I put them away? Let me look here. Yeah, there's nothing on this desk. One of the best ways is to pick up these little folders, right? I got several available. Let me try to straighten these out. There you go. They're available for pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, halves, dollars, everything, right? And they're not too expensive. They're $4 a piece. What's kicking your butt is the shipping. You can't see anything. Let me go back here. And these are Whitman folders. There they are. About the size of that red book, 6 by 9. Has a big penny on the front. Book number 1 goes from 1909 to 1940. Book number 2 goes from 1940 to 1974. And you get a slot for every penny they made. 1941, 41 Denver, 41 San Francisco, 42. If it's got no letter on it, it's Philadelphia. I do have a stamp collection my dad left me. Man, show it to people. It's fun. You can get that cell phone and take pictures of it. And there are groups on Facebook, Twitter. You can talk about it. People love this kind of thing. There are people who make good living. I don't work anymore. I just do this. You can make a living doing this. It beats working for the man, let me tell you. But you fill up every darn hole, every darn slot. Some of them are going to be kind of difficult, right? 1943. These are actually produced in steel. The war was going on. They needed the copper to make shells. So they made them out of steel, of all things. Let me show you one of these. Let's see, we got one? I'm sure I got one here somewhere. There you go. So your regular coins are copper, 95%, with 5% tin and zinc. Make them a little harder. But during the war, dude, they were gray. There you go. They look like that. They were steel coated with zinc. Galvanized, right? The steel was cheap, and the zinc kept them from rotting. That's the whole idea. Of course, if you breach the zinc, they do start to rust. So it's hard to get these coins without rust, especially, 70 years later. And there they are, close up. And a lot of them are reprocessed, replated, because zinc plating is a pretty simple thing. And they're these beautiful blue. I mean, blue like your grandmother's hair. I'm serious, Johnny. I just drove through and it's awful. Yes, you went down to Long Beach. Went to visit another coin collector down there. I couldn't bear to watch the whole video. I'll get in there and watch. Here's the back of it. You can see the different, just the color is gorgeous on these. And when they're in great shape, they are magnificent to behold, because so many of these have been lost to time. Just decay and corrosion and rust. There it is. It's a blue penny. Let me put one beside a, oh, give me a coppery. What's this one? Yeah, that's a 1957. So one's 1943, one's 1957. Both are brand new. There you go. That's what you're looking at. Imagine getting that in your pocket change and saying, what's this? We're going to give up our pennies for the war? Yeah. because that's a lot of tonnage of copper used in just in 1 year. They eventually reclaimed a lot of those shells and used them, used the shell casings to produce pennies in 1944 and 1945. Kind of a neat story there. Now I'm just another YouTuber. SJ is one of my favoriteest people. She cares a lot. She has a Coins for Kids program she does, and it's kind of like a Big Show, but she just sends it off to kids. There you go. Here's SJ's Mixed Adventures. Go subscribe to her if you haven't subscribed to her. I don't have her number on the blog roll or the video blog roll because she's over 1,000. But God love her. Keep on growing. Brian Hooper's here. Good to see you, baby. Stephen Garrett. Man, what do we got? 45 people? It's like midnight. Yep, I just came on because somebody said, can you go on and explain something to me? Okay, sure. I'd love to. And here we are. Now we got to have a full-fledged show. Okay, let's clean the desk again because I did that the other day and it's already wrecked. God, come on. But this is how you get the kids involved. Give them an objective. You don't have to give them the expensive one, the 1909 to 1940, because some of those pennies get pretty high dollar. We sold a couple of 1931 S's here. But something like this, you know, for $4 and $3.50 shipping, you can get them going. We're having some more wheat pennies come in. We got another sack of 5,000 wheats. We got 1,000 that are unsold, and if you'd like to get those, there's $50 for 1,000 wheats. It's $7.50 for shipping. We're going to count them out, open the box right here, count them out right in front of you, and we're going to look through some of them for die varieties. Place got his interest in your colorized silver eagle, but this was sent in by Blues Coins to be added to the Big Show. If you want that, you're going to have to win the Big Show. And we'll put, I'll tell you what, we'll put that in. Would be a good time to put that in. How about the weekend that we have the coin video seminar? That'd be a good one. I just tweeted the stream. Hopefully get more people in. Okay. Well, I tell you what, if we get to 50 people watching, we'll have a giveaway. But it's not going to be this. It'll be a simple one. It won't be too bad. I've got a nice coin we can give away. I miss all you guys. Well, geez, you got to hang around more, greenhorn fishermen. Green Bay leave you a message about a good time. Now check it out. There we go. We talk about coins pretty regularly around here. We got some regular shows. Friday night is a sale show. All we do is sell coins. And some are auctions, some are flat places. Where the heck those go? I just had a bunch here. Oh, here they are. Oh, I have some Eisenhowers that came in. And a lot of these have been spoken for. These are all 1977 proofs. Now, I like to wear my glove when I handle these because, you know, they're a little nicer. Okay, open this up. Now, there you go. This is a business strike. That's what we call it. It's produced to, you know, to be passed around for regular business. It's a circulation strike. Proofs are specially made, and they're pretty darn elegant. And also, the mintages are next to nothing on these. You know, you get a couple of million made. Something like this, you'd have 150 million made. Okay, let me pull one of these out. And these I have available. I've got 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got about 10 left. And these are $10. Look at this. I hate these gloves. Let me pull that down. There we go. And you can see the mirror finishes here. And this is what you call a cameo effect, how the devices, you know, the head and the dates and the letters are frosty. That's a cameo effect. And you get deep fields around there. This is clad. It's 75% copper in the core. And the outer covering is copper and nickel. And there's the reverse. Of course, the eagle has landed here on the moon. You get the earth. There's everybody in the world right there in that picture, except the guy who took the picture and whoever was with him. And it's not really a picture that a guy took. It's sculpture. But there it is. That's the kind of things we have on a Friday night. Is this your living, or is this a hobby? It was a hobby. Now it's just all I do is have fun, man. I do this for a living. Look, I'm retired. I'm 51 years old. The house is paid for. The truck's paid for. I got no bills. I got no kids. I got no ex-wives. Boy, I'm having such a great time. All I have to do is pay, you know, a light bill, a phone bill, I got, what, car insurance. That's pretty much it. And so I spend the rest of my time, because I'm able to, I look at coins. I talk about coins. Here's another one of those 1977 S's. Okay, and I put coins into people's hands. And I like to promote the hobby. We can do so much with what we have, just all the people involved here. And one way we're doing it, if you look at the blog I had, let's go back there, is having a weekend coin seminar right here on YouTube. Where is it? That's not it. Let's try this. There it is. And if you go to 1millionpenniesproject.blogspot.com, let me make sure you can see that. Yeah, you can see that, all right. Home. No, wait. I go here. Yeah. You'll be able to find out everything you need about this coin seminar weekend. It's going to be live videos. Let me pull up the show times. All these people, a lot of these people that are in chat right now, will be pulling up live streams during this event. It'll be August 25 and 26. Let's see, Saturday, starting at 9 o'clock in the morning, we got Reiser's Treasure Hunting Emporium. He's going to talk about you know, the coin seminar and have a welcome, and he's going to have a giveaway. Now, Reiser has a digging channel. He does metal detecting, and he gets into coins quite often because he digs up quite a lot of coins. We got an opening there from 10 to 12, but at 12 o'clock is Shumar Coin Chats. He's going to discuss dieware, and I've got a die rate behind me I can show you in a bit, because we get into the process of how these coins are made, and that helps you understand these sorts of errors and varieties we can expect from them. Bill 457 is in the chat right now, and from 1 to 1:30 he's going to talk about the benefits of trading coins. Some people can't afford to buy and sell coins, but geez, you know, you got 2 of these and none of those. The other guy's got just the opposite. How about make a trade? And that works out great. From 1:30 to 2:30, Coin and Card Hobbyist, and he's going to do a collaborative show with Paula Bloom. And I guess they're both going to be on the screen, probably just yelling at each other, who knows. 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock, I'll have my regular time show. It's going to be the coin class. It was going to be initially how to ask about your coins and get answers, but I had a prototype come in, and we're going to talk about that and how we can make a dream a reality in a way that'll help a lot of people. Wait for it, and we're going to have a giveaway on that. And what are we giving away? I'll show you that in just a moment. Let me get that ready. Okay, 4 o'clock to 5 o'clock, Mantic Coins. He's going to talk about 1971 double die half dollars, and he's going to give away one of those. 5 to 6 is Lemonhead Penny, Tools of the Trade. You know, your loops, your scales, your cameras, all the little stuff that you have, the holders, you name it. He's going to talk about the tools and the equipment you have in the hobby. 7 to 7:30, the right channel is going to talk about bicentennial quarters. Yeah, you can talk about one coin for half an hour, believe me. 8 to 9, cheapskate coins, talking about lesser known coins because they're out there, and if you know about them, you have a chance to make some money finding them. 9 to 10, Robert Lawson, of course, with errors and varieties. You want to subscribe to his channel. You want to subscribe to all these channels and hit that notification bell so you can catch these shows. That's Saturday from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. She's mostly full. There's a couple hours here, a half an hour, or 7:30-ish. If you want to get on a Saturday, fill in those time slots or go earlier or go later. There's always something to do. Sunday is starting to fill up. We got 4 shows. We've been working on this for 1 week. A week ago Saturday. It was announced last Monday. Yeah, exactly 1 week we announced this. And already we've just butchered one day, and the other day is getting butchered real quick. We got Hoogie. He's going to talk about 1878 reverses for the Morgan silver dollar. He'll have a giveaway. Beth Coddington is going to talk about love, you know, and all that stuff for the YouTuber coin community. 4 to 5 is Coin Dragon. He just won this past week's big show, and he's going to rail on for an hour about Class 8 double die reverses. He finds them, dude, that's all he does. And he kicks their butts on those. From 5 to 6 is Rob Stewart. He's going to be talking about coin roll hunting for beginners. Now, if you're new to the hobby, that's probably going to be, I'm thinking, one of the best shows you want to catch, right? Geez, we all started someplace, and he's relatively new, but he's got a good head on his shoulders. If you want to catch an idea, let me find my way home here real quick. People go to the bank, they pick up, you know, boxes boxes and boxes of penny rolls, and they crack them open and they hunt for stuff. And dude, they find stuff. Let me show you something. Oops, what am I knocking over here? Oh, let's see. I know I got some stuff in here you just love. There's stuff out there you're gonna find, right? Here's a perfect. Okay, this is a Harper's Ferry quarter. I need a card. I just cleaned up this desk. Look at it already. Okay, we'll find the coffee. I got these little, here's one. I got these little cards I put the coins on so I don't have to scrape them around. Okay, home scope. Here we go. That's a regular old 2016 Harper's Ferry quarter. Right, George Washington on that front. Came right in a pocket change. Got a little P on it. That means it's made in Philadelphia. A regular old quarter from your pocket. And I go through pennies and I go through quarters. But here, we got something going on. Right? This is a Class 8 doubled die. And we had a this weekend's coin class was, what does that mean? Okay. And we're going to zoom in right down here. It's the way they produce these, and it leaves extra design. We'll zoom right in. You're going to see some extra windows. You're going to see some extra parts inside these windows. Boy, this is going to be hard to see this. I got a couple other different ones. And that is a doubled die. Pretty darn simple, real small, but you see inside the windows, you know, the parts of some other windows. I've got others that show up a bit more. Here's a 1976 with a double die obverse, and you should see this in the ear. Excuse me. Should be seen in the ear. It'll look like, you know, a secondary ear. And I lost my pointy stick just that fast. There it is. It slid under those Ikes. Look, they come in a coffin. There it is. And you find just a bit of extra doubling right down here in the bottom of the ear. Okay, we have, what's this one? This is a double die obverse and RPM. You get both of these sometimes. Now in RPM, the mint mark on these up until 1989 were punched into the die by hand. So if they screw it up, is this the one? You're going to see it over here on the right side. You get extra bits of metal. And this one's really hard to see, but down at the about 5 o'clock you get a little tit sticking out, and up here about 2 o'clock on the D you get a little tit sticking out. Also some extra metal on the inside, and the RPM, yep, and SDDO number 1. I'm going to find that. Let's find a double die indicator. There you go, and you have also just a little bit of doubling on the eyelid. Pretty darn simple, but it's neat to have a doubled die. We have extra metal here, combined with an RPM. And you can find these, you know, in your pocket change. 1928 is a little older, I'll give you that much. Let's find some more that we can see here. What are these? Oh, here we go. Some brand new nickels. Yeah. You can find these right off. And these are good for, you know, a couple bucks, depending on the condition. Higher condition, you know, fewer marks. No sign of wear. If they're brand new, you got a good chance. What do we got here? 1999 Philadelphia Jefferson nickel. And I bet you it's not marked or labeled, but I'm going to look at the doorway here. And I expect to see some extra metal in the doorway. No, I totally failed. Why don't I have this marked? You dummy. Oops, dropped it. What's this one? Double die reverse. And WDDRs listed by Wexler as double die reverse number 7. And we're going to see this in the doorways here. Somewhere here. Yeah. This one's very tiny. It's over the right side of that doorway. I got some much grander pieces. I wonder whether I take them out, I don't put them away. Bear with me. What's that? Double die hair. Nope, that's not it. That's just a good one. Okay, here's a double die on a $half. And this is a 1971. Probably what Mantic will be talking about. And we've got this. We're going to see some splits in the date. I'm going to find it first. There we go. Let's look at the date. I think we may have seen it already in the Wii. There you go. Right there. You'll see splits in the serifs down here, for example, at the bottom of the eye. Yeah, this is not normal. This is a big issue. People flip out about this stuff, and they spend good money on them too because they want to collect all of them. There'll be different ways that these dies are doubled. Okay, so just because you have this doubling on this coin doesn't mean it's on every coin. Let's look at Wii. Here we go. We see some slight splits here in the base. Let's see. Over here in the upper part of the R. And those S's are great spots to find them. Yeah, they're out there. Oop, I blocked the chat. I can't quite see, but I see a big orange spot here. Booster says, have a great night. Thank you for bringing all your friends. Check E. There's E. There we go. Look in the center of that E. This is Mantic. He's the guy who knows about the 1971s, and this is a 1971. And look at the E here. Okay, the center horizontal, and you'll see some splitting on that, just the edge of that serif. Kind of a neat thing. Let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit more. Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's light. It's just a light doubling, but it's out there. And you can find this. Check the E in Liberty. Oh, you're killing me, man. Where's the E in Liberty? Watch for it. Let's see if we can find it. Oh, yeah. Look at the underneath of the horizontal. You got some extra thickness on the vertical right in here, and splitting on the edges of this this upper right corner. Well, we'll take that. That'll go to the bank. Check out the other letters. Get these. People go through these $half rules. They want to grab the silver that's out there, right? Because silver, you know, you can get it, if it's 90% silver, you can get 12 times face value. You get $6 a piece for those things. If it's 40%, those are the $half produced from 1965 through 1970. They're still good for $3 a piece. People find those. Wrong E. We're just gonna ignore that, pretend it never happened, and keep on going. And they're good for, you know, $2.50, $3 maybe. But some of these die varieties, they're worth tens of thousands of dollars, no fooling, and people find them. Properly identifying them, that's a trick. Let's see, what do you got here? This is probably that same one, I think. Yeah, that's a double die. I want to find the one I had, because that was much sharper. But I've got so much stuff out here on this desk, we may never find it again. There's good stuff out there. There's die chips, die cracks. I found one in knocked over a can of change, looked at my car keys one time, found a dime with a crack through the head, and sold that for what, 16 bucks? I was pretty happy with that. You can pick up some spare change, and sometimes you can pick up, you know, some big hauls. And people like that because it can be, you know, life-changing, life-altering. That one girl who got the 69S that was doubled, her son was in the hospital, probably still is, and it's going to defray a lot of those medical bills and really give them a good boost. I'm happy about that. You can read about her story. She printed up in my blog as a guest article. You want to catch that. Wrong E. Hi Trey, how are you? We're looking at stuff. We're talking to new people, trying to find those coins that I had, but of course I never put them away. I'm sure they're on the desk behind me, but that's already buried. Partly because I moved the stuff I had moved from that desk over to here. I moved it back, and then the box on the shelf dumped over. That just screwed stuff up. I just organized my whole collection. I just disorganized my whole collection. You can hardly tell it's anything more than just a pile of rubble. really. I'm working on it. Bear with me. Give me time. Let me see. Do I have an Ike out? Because I want to get these Ikes put away. Those I do pay attention to because they're superior. There we go. I think we got those all put up. Yeah. They go to the store. People do this. They go to the store, you know, the bank, different places. They go to a friend's house and they get volumes of change. Coffee cans, rolls, boxes of them, you know. And they open them up and they go through. Some people just look for dates. Okay. Some people look for certain dye varieties. The whams and the cams. Some spacing difference on some, oh, let's see, 1999, 1998 cents, where the A and the M are, you know, too far apart. And they're good for $5 to $10, pretty easy. I picked one up earlier tonight for $6 in great shape. And dude, I stole that. Stole it. Everybody who didn't bid on that lost out. Yeah, and you can pick up a few bucks. I see people, they go for months and they don't find a thing, and then they get one box and, you know, it's like a jackpot. They get a few hundred. It's kind of nice. But there's a lot of ways to get involved in this. People buy silver, right? And they play the market on silver. The best way to pick up a little silver, you know, regularly, and you'll get an average price. And when the price spikes, dump it and take your money. And people buy, you know, an ounce or two or 10 ounces, whatever. Everybody has a different budget. There are smaller coins, of course, you can get in silver. Where those dimes go, I had. Did I throw those out already? I had a whole bunch of dimes of you. What's in here? I can't find nothing, and I wonder why. There you go. Here's a silver dime from 1992. They started making 90% silver dimes on some of the proofs, and they're kind of nice. And you can get these for a few bucks, right? And people buy these because they're cheaper than the $50, the dollars, right? The eagles. I mean, these can be $25 right now. For common weight. I have a clad bicentennial I can send you, Trey. There you go, Paula. Here's nice clad ones, $10 each. Send Ken $10 plus shipping. What are we needing? Did I make money? Gosh, I gotta buy some. I gotta buy some toilet paper. Ken, last offer, $200 for the top of the desk. No. Oh no. No, there's a reason there's ammunition close. Yeah, some of that stuff's good. Besides, you couldn't lift it. It'd take a week. All the people coming through just to lift that stuff. And it's got a bow to it right now. Nope. Lol. You ever try to read the modern language? These aren't words we're using anymore. A lot of people just use, you know, hieroglyphics. Too heavy. Yeah, it gets up there. Here's some pennies. I'll just throw these in the box because I want to keep them. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to lose it. Yeah, you can make money doing this. You can make real good money. There are hundreds of thousands of active coin collectors, and by active, they're spending, you know, $0 to $50 per month on coins. They're completing collections. Oh, here it is. I meant to show you this. We're giving this away during the live stream weekend, during the coin class that I'll have. That is a Canadian maple leaf. That's a 1 ounce silver, 0.999 pure, and that was sent in from Black Steel Reserve. Got has Lizzie on the front. Isn't she a darling? She's like everybody's grandmother right there. And we're gonna give that baby away. We'll just give it away. We'll find a way. We'll have some little contest. But that's the equivalent in Canada of the eagle that the U.S. produces. That's their bullion coin. And it's a 1 ounce standard. That's all it is. But they're pretty slick. You want to get one of everything. That's kind of half the fun, is getting one of everything. You know, just putting together a set of Lincoln cents, you're looking at over 300 coins. All the P's, all the D's, all the dates, the small dates, the large dates. Right? You got to have the steels, the one with the VDB, the one without the VDB. 300 plus. You know, you get the proofs, the S mints, the satins. There's satin cents out there. There's like 20 different satin pennies. My coin shop has a backyard slab dime for $5. Could be. Those backyard slabs aren't always that great. This is PCGS that actually did that, believe it or not. That is PCGS. You get the little logo in the corner. If we can see that. Well, it's there, really. Why don't you focus? Focus! I hate this camera. Yeah, that's their logo, alright. No matter. It's written here. And you have the hologram on the back. There it is. Then you have NGC, which we just saw those. Let's see. ICG is also well respected. Annex is well respected. Other companies have some issues. PCI, they're great with varieties, but not so great with grading. And that company's defunct. Some of these other companies, geez, I got one here. I kept it because it was so funny. Where'd it go? I took the coin out, but I kept the slab because it's the superhero graded collectibles. Look, kids collect coins too. I couldn't let this one go because I had a 1911D with an RPM, or no, a 1911S with an RPM, and it was gorgeous. That's around here somewhere. There you go. A guy found this in a Coinstar machine. That's a $750 coin right there. That's a 1914D, and it's graded inaccurately. This is AU, and I've proven that using NGC coins. There you go. That's every bit of AU. If we can get that to focus. That's a 1914D. Came out of a Coinstar machine. The guy paid $0 for this. Didn't even pay a penny for it. Found a penny, picked it up, and it was this. And it's gorgeous. Was it 1948 or 1960s, Trey? Trey, click when you get a chance. You find a button? Canada had Superman coins. Yeah, they did. He had his ice castle was up there. Okay, I'm gonna take a break and burn one here. Where'd that other coin go? Well, oh, there it is. It was a Rosie. 1948? We just gave away a couple of decent Rosies. I had some more, but I don't know where they went. I'll probably never see them again. I suspect they're in one of the boxes over there. There, look, I just cleaned up. This desk was clean a couple of days ago. And now, just, you don't want to know what this pile is. These are all coins. Yeah. I'm swamped. But look what we got coming. We'll give that away on the weekend with the live streams. Yeah, this. Ooh, I like this. This is nice. Big old red book. Let me move you to the side, SJ. 2019 red book going out this weekend. But we have to get some meter, some measure that's a little bit higher than what we usually get. Perhaps on likes or views or something. Yeah, if we get 75 likes instead of the wheats, we'll give that out. I'm getting tired, surprisingly. Be strong. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl is too tired to say hi to everybody, so everybody say hi to Cheryl. Why not? It's late. There it is. Yeah. I've been talking for 2 hours, so it's time for me to take a break. That's coffee. And it's empty coffee, which is even terrible. Don't speak, Cheryl. Just hi. Just wave. That's it. Just show pennies. Show us your coins. So anyway, there's methods to the madness of going through all these penny rolls, right? You pick them up at a bank, you look through them, you take them back to the bank, but don't take them back to the same bank you picked them up at, because no, they'll say, no, we ain't giving you no more pennies. You know, there's methods, there's etiquette out there. Be nice when you ask, may I have 5,000 pennies, please? Give them a donut or something. Drop up a couple of candy bars to your favorite tellers, and they'll treat you right. Hey, I got these big dollar coins. Do you want them? I got 50 of them. It'll be $50. Yeah, you can pick up some money that way because they don't know what they are. right? So you pick them up at one bank, that's your pickup bank, or you pick them up at several banks, and you take them back to one bank, your drop bank, because they don't usually trade coins from one bank to the next. They all go to the big, the big cash handling companies, Brinks or what's that other one? Wells Fargo, who handle the volume, and they get machines that'll sort the coins, clean the coins. They got to get the toenails out and the potato chips out, right? Get the lug nuts out, and they have machines that'll roll them back up nice and tidy. And those companies charge a fee for these boxes of pennies, right? For these boxes of $half, and it's like $5 a box. So if you don't treat your bank right, they'll say, dude, you got to pay $5 more for that box, because we're a bank. So I'm a customer. If you're not a customer at a bank, they want you to oftentimes to have an account there. Well, that's okay. Have one account for your personal household bills, your car payment, your light bill, your cat food, your groceries, your smokes and beer, and have another account just for your coin enterprise. So now you have an objective. You get a coin account, so you have a bank you can drop coins off or pick them up at. If you buy it and sell it and make a profit, now you can keep all your records in one spot, right? You can tie your PayPal account to that. And geez, now you get a PayPal account, you get everything you need. You can set up your enterprise that way. Hey, Ken PV, have you ever figured out what was the service area for the banks are? It would be interesting what the service area was. Service area, as in like a Brinks service area, it would probably have something to do with population, distance, and routing. And once you get close to another big city, there'll be another Brinks office there, for example. It depends on the size of the area, the metro area. You don't often find them in these small towns. They don't need a lot of change. You hit them once a month, there's a delivery. My bank sends their coins back to the Federal Reserve, apparently. It would usually go first to the coin handlers. They don't send it to the bank. Somebody has to pick it up and take it to wherever it's going. That's where Brinks comes in. Loomis. There's Loomis right there. Right, Wells Fargo. These are the currency and coin handling companies, and they would sell it back to the Federal Reserve. If the Federal Reserve calls for it, and they're going to charge them for it. There you go. That'll be 5% per roll of them. But they're accurate, and they're bonded. So if it's not accurate, their insurance company pays. To see what your area was, so if you wanted to get coins outside your area, I see where you're going with this, CJ. The idea here is that that Federal Reserve, for example, the Atlanta Federal Reserve or the Chicago Federal Reserve, would service all these coin, bulk companies, all these armored car services in some area, and it's probably got to do with population, routing, location, right? Atlanta, they're not going to go to Denver. Denver's not going to go. I think Houston's got one, or one of them places. There's a lot of stuff in Texas. Yeah, New York. Is Boston a Federal Reserve area? Who knows? It's the letters on the bills. That'll tell you where they are. Look, I get like $7 here. What's D? D is Ohio. Cleveland. Cleveland? I've been to Cleveland. Here's another D. Cleveland. Okay. So that'll probably take care of the best part of Ohio, maybe western Pennsylvania. L. San Francisco. If we can see that. Okay. Northern California, perhaps Oregon. There one in Seattle. What's F? F is Atlanta. F. Folsom. F. F. K. K. All hail K. All hail K. I don't know what the stamp is. That's Texas. Dallas is K. And they'll handle some area. Then the Federal Reserve, the Federal Reserve would sell to these armored car companies, and they would probably have a distribution system for themselves. I don't think Bangor, Maine has a Federal Reserve, but they have armored car services that will handle that. They're probably based out of Portland. They get up in the morning, they drive to Bangor, they drop off a bunch of money, they drive home. Hey, it's a living. Atlanta's my hometown, says Trey. Outstanding. I'm from Bangor, Maine. That's how I know so much about Bangor, Maine. Apparently the Fed takes the silver out. It's not the Fed. The armored cars will do that. They clean them. They make no mistake. Loomis, Fargo, they're picking more out of these rules than we ever will. They have to clean these coins in order to make them work in the machine, right? You break your piggy bank out, you take it to your bank, you drop it off, it's full of freaking washers, potato chips, chewing gum, jewelry, you know, toenails. It's in there. They got to clean this stuff out. And there are machines and ways you can sort some amount of silver, and geez, as long as you're recovering enough to pay for the operation, yeah, it works. What are you talking? 1 or 2% is all it took to wipe out most of the silver that was in circulation in the 60s. 1 or 2%. That's it. That's why that's why they say you can't melt the pennies, because that much of an edge is enough to kill a whole lot of silver out there. Customer wrapped rolls are the way to go. They are. There's machine wrapped and customer wrapped, and there's always been a dispute or some question, which one's better? I like the machine wrapped. They're cleaner, and that's kind of nice. You don't get ripped off so easily. The machines are quite accurate. But if somebody's rolling up their grandfather's change and they didn't know anything about it, that's when you have the chance for a hit, right? In these machine wrapped rolls that have been through hoppers, it's pretty much a statistical matter as far as what's in those. But on customer wrapped rolls, you have the chance to find stuff, and we're talking, like that coin that somebody threw in a coin store. There you go. You have a chance to find a collection where people sent, all kinds of stuff. Grandpa's got a whole bucket full of Walking Liberty $50, and well, he died, and his wife didn't know nothing about them. She thought they were good for $50. So she rolled them all up and took them back to the bank. Now you got, $500 worth of Walking Liberty $50. You can have them for $500 and sell them for $8 to $10 a piece, maybe more. Except the weird stuff we find in the rolls, like rings. Yeah, CJ found a ring in a roll. A ring, right? I mean, the roll has a bump on it. It's a ring. It's on my blog. You find it in the gallery of stuff that people find. I prefer the customer wraps. Yeah, you will find more stuff in the customer wraps. You'll get more grime. You get some fingernails and toenails in there, but you've got the chance to find. When you find something, you find a lot of it. You get a hit. You score. It's a jackpot. In these, you'll find something here and there. But in customer wrapped rolls, you'll still find something here and there. But you might find, a whole set of Lincolns. All of them. I found my 55S in custom wrapped. There you go. Yeah, gloves are a must. You can get gloves easy enough. Oh, where are they? All right. Oh, look at that. I dropped that box again. Maybe there's just too much crap in here. Damn it. Okay. You got the cotton gloves, and they're wonderful. There's not a thing wrong with the cotton gloves. They're a buck a pair. Over time, they're going to get grungy. They're going to get filthy. Okay, you throw them out, you start over. Because if you wash them, now you got detergent, you got the, the finishing rinse, the conditioner, you got the fragrance from the dryer sheets and all that. So you get new ones and you wear them until they're too filthy to bother with. Okay, what do? Well, they work well. They're usually pretty comfy. They got to fit your hands. Mine don't fit, so I got to cut them. No big deal there. But they're a buck a pair. Okay, you can get the latex gloves, right? You've seen these. You get the latex gloves. Moo! Okay. Real cheap. $5 you get, what do you get here? 50 of them at Walmart for $5. Make sure See to it if you get these at Walmart that you get the kind that says powder free, because these companies will put they'll spray cornstarch. That's all it is, cornstarch inside the glove, so your hand will get in and out easier. And that's kind of nice. But you're gonna sweat with these things gone. They're latex. They sweat. They start to smell. They take your skin off. If it's got cornstarch in there, the cornstarch can get on the coins. Now you get a mess. Okay, how do you win? It's all preference. I like the cotton, but these, hey, those are $1 a pair, and sometimes I run out. Get those. They're both are good, and that comes down to preference and how much you're willing to spend. I got $200 in dimes once. Boom, a 1964 in that last 3 rolls. I've gotten over $6 in the last 6 months in dimes. I meant to talk about how to build that volume, right? We've got a lot of these kids out there, they got nothing. They're wondering, how do these people afford, 10 boxes of $50 a week? Huh. So that would be an involved process explaining that one. I mean, it's effectively just building, a few bucks here and there. You start with, a couple of bucks. It's a roll of nickels or 4 rolls of pennies. And you look through them. Well, you got time with only 4 rolls. You can look through every single date, right? Look at every single aspect of those. Study them in depth. Learn what to look for on each date. That's your time. That's your time to hunt and discover and learn all the dates and what to look for. And a couple weeks go by, you mow another lawn, you get another $2. Okay, this is where you got limited coins, so you work every coin. You work efficiently and thoroughly and completely, and then you take them back to a different bank that you got them from, and build those habits that work well. And a couple weeks go by, and you pick up a couple more dollars. You took out somebody's trash or something, shoveled some snow, raked some leaves, babysitting, and you just keep building and building and building. Now, you're going to be pulling some of these coins out, so it'll always be trying to shrink, but you just keep cycling this over. How often you cycle it will help, right? If I can only afford 4 rolls of pennies, how long is it going to take to go through $100 worth of pennies? Well, if I can cycle those a lot, I used to go downtown, and I'd have $2 in my pocket, and I'd go to the bank and I'd buy some penny rolls, and I'd sit right there on the curb and go through them. I'd pick up the wheats, whatever else I find, and I'd go across the street to another bank, because you get all these banks downtown, and I'd say, "Can I get a roll of nickels?" "Sure, here you go." And I sit on the curb out there, and it's raining and snowing, and it's uphill all the way. And I go through the nickels, and I pick some out and put them in my pocket, and I go into the next bank. Of course, I'm getting a little light, so I get 3 rolls of pennies, and I go through the curb there, and just keep cycling it over and over and over again. And how many times you can keep cycling it, that changes it. That turns your $3 into however many times you can cycle it dollars. You can do a whole box that way. You need a lot of banks. Geez, are no banks close by? All right. Well, maybe you got some friends or neighbors or cousins or relatives or somebody with a can of change, and hey man, can I go through your pennies? And sit there at the kitchen table, and you're gonna pick out a dozen coins. So be ready to give them 12 cents for that. Unless it's your grandmother, you might be able to get away with that. But you're gonna be paying the garage for 12 cents. Goat, I was packing stuff up. It's like we're moving. No sleep for Trey. He hit a Coke and he's out of melatonin. And he's going to flip right out. I'm going to smoke one. 2.5 hours, I'm starting to Jones, okay? So you build. It's only a couple bucks here and there, but every now and then you're going to find something that's worth, a few dollars. Maybe $5 or $10 or $20 or something dollars. And if you can get that sold, well, don't spend it all on some big stereo. Put it right back in, so you're able to grow your working capital. This is your, this is your bank. You grow your bank. So it becomes more efficient. Instead of going to the bank and picking up, you know, $4 worth of pennies, you're picking up $44 worth of pennies. I was looking at some 2018 P dimes earlier. A lot of these have a huge die chip above Roosevelt's eye, like a big ugly eyebrow. You're going to find those. The Roosevelts are replete with chips around the face. I think I may have some here, because I usually keep these. Get rid of them. I can't see nothing. Alright, I got like 3 dimes in this can. Let's look at those. Well, keep them until you can decide for yourself whether or not to keep them. That's what I would suggest. Let's see what we got here. Home. Scope it. Oh, here's a Rosie. How you doing? Alright, no die chips on this one. Why do I keep this? Why is this in this can? It's screwed up. 1970. 1970. That's why. That's why I kept it. You see this? This is a reverse design. See these 2 deep grooves? Yeah, that's the proof reverse, or the reverse of 1968. This is the equivalent of a wham. That's how you're going to find that on 69, 70, and 70D. If you find this, because otherwise this should be a flat torch. Yeah, they're worth a few bucks. Here's a 2015. Here, there, big fat eyebrow. That what you're talking about? Right there, we got it. I want one that looks like a mustache. Here, we do it with Ike. Here we go. Let's do it with Ike. There's Ike with a mustache. Okay, scope. That's what you're looking at. These are die chips, and you'll find a lot of them on Roosevelt's. You find them on his nose, on the lip, and especially around the eye, and sometimes in the hair. There's one. Here's a crack right up here. Look for cracks that go from the rim into the head. People seem to like those. They're pretty popular. You find them along the bottom of the neckline. Yeah, and that's what she's talking about right there. A big die chip. Let's look at the next one. There's a big goober right there above the date. Right, neckline. What you got here? Looks like a booger. Is that a booger? It is a booger, isn't it? Okay, it's a soft booger. Gross. I'm not touching that. Oh God. I'm gonna pick my own nose. There you go. That's not a mustache, it's just a booger. And this is scratches and dents. Anything in the head? 85 piece. That's a big one. Sometimes you get them on the reverse. Let's look at the backs. You'll find them a lot of times right at the base of the flame. Okay, you'll find them somewhere around here along the base, coming off of it, and up and down. Well, in and around and up and down, especially the branches. Yeah, you find them. There's plenty of them. They wear the hell out of those dies and those dimes. That's Ross's here. That reminds me, Amanda. I found 2009 dime and a roll of pennies that had die chips around the nose, mouth, and chin. Yeah, you'll get them. 60-year-old booger. Well, it's gone now. Everything's under control. 85, so 33-year-old booger. Is that 33? Let's see. 9, 5, 15, 33 years. Jesus. We had our 25th anniversary reunion from high school. What, 8 years ago? God damn. Yeah, you'll find them. Hunt them down and keep them. And you'll decide at one point whether or not it's worth keeping. Yeah, you might never decide, in which case you've got a sack of dimes in the closet. There we go. We're back to Ike and his stash. That's a good spot for him. That'll keep them warm. Let's catch up with chat. I needed to go to that reading room for a moment and take care of some things. I was referring to when he was alive, but you're right. Oh, yeah, that'd be about right. I'll be back. Let's take a little break. We've been going for 2.5 hours. I want to find some coffee, too. I'm out of coffee. I got coffee grounds, new ones, but I gotta make the coffee. Let me catch up here. I found a 45p and a 45 scrolled up. Oops. I'll never find it again. And a 44p. Outstanding, Ron. How you been? It's Paula's fault. This? I didn't know anything about those. They just showed up. Look at this. I got sacks of mustaches. I've been sending them out in packages. Stingbet says, hi, I hope everything came out okay. Oh, just, you know, number one. Thought I heard you asking if anybody had change for a 5. Gotta get toilet paper. Yeah, well, I live out in the woods, so we got plenty of stuff out there. Just grab a handful of it. Tear it up, you're fine. That's a cool find, Rob Stewart. Soon you'll find a 59 Black Beauty nickel in your mailbox. LOL, shipped out today. That's what people do in this group. There's Joe Barnes sending Rob Stewart a Black Beauty nickel. Now the Black Beauty's in I don't happen to have one handy, but you'll have even a nickel handy? No. It's a result of the annealing, is what happened on those 59s. They came out very, very dark. Kind of a neat thing. And they call them Black Beauties. And they're gorgeous nickels. They're, you know, black. Not quite. This is more brown, I think. Cindy's here. Sub, you're on. Everybody sub to Ron. Yep. This message is held for review. Go visit my channel. Go visit Ron's channel. Why not? You know, if we can just help each other get to 1,000 subscribers, that's the hardest part, right? And after that, to get to 4,000 view hours, now it's up to you to get the you know, the quality content out there that people are going to watch. But geez, if you can just give them a sub, just a, what to say? Waiting. Wait a minute. That's weird. Okay, never mind. Life is good. Getting that first milestone, that 1,000 subscribers, you got to get that to get monetized. And after that, it's up to the guy making the videos to bring the people back, to put out good quality content. Here, I subbed to Ron. Am I subbed to Ron? And now we're going to go sub to Ron myself. Let's see. Where's Ron Brown? I'm going to open you up in a new channel. Go to channel. Now, you got to have content at some point. Where's the screen? Here's the screen. Here's me. I'll move me down here. And there's the chat. That's what I'm looking at. Okay, it's loading. Wait for it. It might not be loading. Okay, we got the top. There he is. There he is. Ron Brown. 14 subscribers. Look, he's got 3 videos here over 2 months. 15, 7, 4 views. Let's subscribe to Ron Brown. All right, now I'm going to copy a name over here. All right, copy that. We'll go over here. Nope, that's not it. Put you in this. This is the video directory. Let's see, Ron. Right in here. Insert. There we go. Put your name in there. We'll pay special, just the value. That way the link I'll put over here. And where'd you go? We done lost you. Okay, copy that link. You got 15 subscribers. We're getting there. And put your link right in here. There you go, 15. 15. There, you're in the video directory, Ron Brown. There, you're somebody. I was so happy when I was 18 I got my name in the phone book. I'm somebody. I'm somebody. Sure will. Yeah, make some videos. Do it once a week, once a month. Do a regular show. If you have to, write a script so you have, you know, you get some coins that you want to talk about, and you have those lined up so you can show them, you know, when you need them, instead of doing what I do, throwing stuff all over the place to find it. And do some research, some homework, and give us a script, give us a story, a real show. Let's see if I can find a way home again. Woohoo! I sub you all, he said. No rush, Rob. I'm cool with that. Thanks for the update, says Joe Bunn. Yep. Ron's probably got 20 people by now. We better go check on him. Ron, 15. I'm going to reload. And he goes coin roll hunting. Yeah, tell us what you do and how you do what it is you... What, 21! Look at that. We're racing ahead. You know, you'll be at 100 in no time. There you go. The best way to get subscribers is hang out in these chats on the various channels, because you get to know these people, they get to know you. You'll actually anticipate what they're going to say, how they're going to react and behave. Be nice, don't be a jerk or nothing. And you know, you can. It's part of the community, and you build these relationships. You get to recognize them. You expect them in certain places and certain times. People have regular schedules. Right, they got jobs and they have routines, and part of that routine is following some certain shows. Works great. Thanks, Chad. Ken has great info. I try to. I got great mustaches. Man, I got more mustaches than I do good coins. I make coin videos too, says Chris. I'm just saying, send me an email, because otherwise I'll have to go through, you know, with 34 people, I have to go through all 34. Send me an email if you have a coin video channel, because it really slows down the chat. And dude, I spend almost 3 hours. I'm fading. I'm about to go down and take a nap here. Yeah, I still haven't smoked an entire cigarette. I'm working on that. It's not really a cigarette. It's more like this nasty. I could take dog shit and wrap it up in a rubber boot and leave it on my porch. It just tastes better than these things. Yes, as does great products as well. Oh, we got good stuff here. But practice, right? You can make really good videos just with practice. Do it once a month, every couple of weeks. Do it on the 10th of every month. Do it on every day of the month that ends with a 5. Right? Give people a time. Give them, you know, an appointment. Show up here at this time, and they'll come. But it's got to be good content. You know, give us a good story, good presentation, and you'll get better. Right? I mean, I hope to be good at this one day. Bedtime for Bonzo. Who's Bonzo? But we got a lot of new people coming to the hobby. Lots of them. I mean, you're talking 1 million new people coming to this hobby in the next few years. They're going to be hungry for information. We get a lot of that now. And I keep saying it. Who's going to teach the new people? Well, the people that have been doing it for a while. And that means you guys. So practice. Write a blog. We got so few blogs out there. Jeff Schumar just started a blog. Doesn't have any content yet, but he's got the frame for it up. Where's your channel, Ron Brown? Don't see you. Okay, watch this. There's 2 ways. We're going to find, where's the screen? Okay, where's Ron Brown? You scroll up and you find Ron Brown. Okay, we'll do Chris Vellner. Right, you got 3 dots over here, and you go to that channel. Click on that, and I'm going to open this in another tab. There you go, and this is Chris Vellner. Here's Ron Brown. That's what you see on Ron Brown. He had 21 last time I reloaded that page. So here's Chris Vellner. Wait for it. There he is. He's got 129 subscribers. Oh, he's set something there. Numismatics quiz. You do quizzes 6 hours ago, 2 days ago. Vintage 80s Toy Stomper. Saturn sighting. Fun with magnets. Okay, this could be neat. How to ruin a penny by cleaning. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Watch that one. Okay, 19 views, 1,500 views. Jesus, how'd you do that? 12 views, 8 views. Okay, he's got some coin videos. Here's 10 views. Yup. There's some coin videos on there. A lot of other stuff. I got some cooking shows on there. What's this? That's a chick. I'll have to mark that or something. We'll watch that later. Okay, but he's got some coins. See, he just picked up the hobby, I bet you. Alright. I'm going to copy his name. Copy. Now the place you can find Ron Brown is over here in the video directory. Look, there he is, right there, Ron Brown. Line 105. That won't last. Okay, what's Chris's first name? Chris. Okay, Chris's coins, CJ's, he fits right in there. Insert CJ. What's CJ's real name? Chris Vellner. There, Chris, you're in. Now, if you're not on that video directory and you have videos, I'm not going to just list you there if you have no videos. Paste. There you go. What'd you have? 100 and something? 102? 129. You're making progress. You gotta have coin videos. There, you're in. Okay, Cheapskate, by the way, as long as we're here, he's got a 500 sub giveaway coming up. He's got a little ways to go, but he does pretty good. He'll get him. He'll get there. And somebody else has it. Oh, Bill 457. He's getting close. He's got a 500 sub giveaway. Mantic's got a 1,000 sub giveaway coming up. Who's this? Lemonhead has a 500 sub giveaway coming up, and I bet you that'll be pretty good. What's this? Nature Hunter's trying to get to 250. She's at 140. She's over there in Europe somewhere. Go see her. What else we got for names? Quinn's on vacation. Let me type that in. He's on vacation for all of August. He'll be back. Wait for it. Any more notes? That's most of them. Yeah, but if you got something going on, you want a little note added, we could do that. And I'll probably take this link and move it over to there. Right, so we can just click the name. That might be easier. So much to do. Hello, make it come down there. Are you a computer genius? No, I'm a computer user. I'm decent with the computer because I'm active with the computer. There we go, because I use it a lot. It's the same with the coins. You get stronger and more capable by being more active. Right? Activity builds experience. Experience builds competence. Competence plus experience gives you confidence. It's the same, you know, if you're fixing cars. You open up the hood of the car, there's a round thing. Well, let's take that off. That must be the battery. What's that thing? No idea. Oh, it's a carburetor. Okay. Well, that must be the radiator with the green steam coming out of it. But if you spend time on cars, you'll learn more about it. You know, this is the coaxial defibrillator part. It's a flux capacitor. That's what that is. There's all kinds of... my car has all this extra parts. They fall off and it still runs. I have lots of computers. I got a busted one on the floor. I got a busted one up there. I got busted one over there. There's one out by the shed. Got a tree growing through it. Yeah, they crap out around here, and then they always end up getting hit by that shed. There's a toaster out there, a microwave out there, vacuum cleaner. The place is just, it's like the island of misfit appliances. It's where things go to die. There's a wheelbarrow out there. I can't keep a wheelbarrow. Can't. I go through a wheelbarrow in about 2-3 years. They just rot right out. It's the compost. What are you gonna do? Alright, we've got 2:47. I'm up, wore out. I've had enough. I want to thank y'all for stopping in. We'll do it again for sure. If you'd like to support the big show, right, there's my address. No, wait, there's my email address. Send me a letter. Say, dude, I'd like to send some stuff in so I can be as cool as Blues Coins. Right? Look at this. Look at this. Who would not want to be as cool as Blues Coins? I would want to be as cool as, you know, all I can do is give away his stuff. Good night, Ken. You rock, says Silver. Thanks. But get a hold of me and I'll give you my shipping address and we'll just make the big show bigger. That's how it works. Make sure you get out there and tell everybody, hey, this dude's giving away shit. You want to get in there because, you know, I give away, you know, if you contribute to the show, promote the show, because we talk about everybody. If you have a sticker or a logo, be sure to send that too, and we'll put it right up front and center for you. Why not? It'll be fun. You know, I promote you guys if you make that show bigger. Think of it as advertising. Everybody have a sweet night, and thank Ken for that awesome night. Later, Silver, Mayhem, McClure. And there's Karen Saint saying it's good to have these new names keep coming back, isn't it? Okay, that's it for me, guys. You all stay groovy.